Good. Uh, Good evening, everybody. It is I, Jesse Jammy, your virtual resident of the internet, and today we are doing Today we are doing more Ace Attorney investigations. So I need to check something real quick. Sorry, never mind. But yes, today we are doing more Ace Attorney investigations. Yes. There we go. Hi. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. I am having a bit of a painful one at the moment because it is hot as shit at the moment. It is hot as shit at the moment. It is like like oh right, well, cross-examining that guy. Yeah, yeah, so it is now, because it is December, that means it is now summer in Australia. Yes. The unfortunate part about that is that the unfortunate thing about that is that now it makes streams from this point onward a bit more uncertain. Yeah, I know. This means that a few things could happen. Like for example, I might not be able to stream for as long as I would usually do because it gets a bit too hot. But there might be some days I just might not be able to stream at all because it's just too hot. Like it is like 8. Let me check what temperature is it now because it's like 8:30 at night. Okay, it's a pretty decent, yeah. But yeah, I know at the very least, like today might end up being a little bit shorter because I actually do want to like get an early night's rest because I do want to fix up my sleep schedule because I feel like the morning when it's not like completely like toasty might be the best time for me to do things. So yeah. But yeah, just a little update on things at the moment. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't really remember much of like what happens. I know Knight. I know like yeah, Knight died. Let me just refresh things. Yeah, that pocket chest set for some reason. He was meant to be here, but somehow he was found dead around this area. That was really hard for him to get to because, well, you'd have to go through this connecting corridor here, which is behind like 16 different layers of protection. Yeah. Get back here after. Did some training. Leastways, I tried to. Barely got the count. At 2-4, somebody screamed, "What the?" Guys hollering and howling, crying for help. But what can you do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tuned it out, and I get back to work. Okay, I think I might give this guy like a New York accent. I find it curious that you will pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I say, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is the joint. There's nobody for getting involved in what? No, ain't none of their concern. I hear you, brother. Best thing you could do is rubberneck from in there anyways, am I right? You mentioned training, Mr. Caserato. I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. There's a guy, the fixer they call him. What's a fixer? Fellow can get his hands just about anything he needs, for a price. No way. Think you get me a... Perhaps, Mr. Caserato, what you ought to ask for is a beginner's guide to giving better testimony. Because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in one. You put me down? Try it, you bum. And what am I? Chopped liver? Okay. The show? Show? What kind of show was it exactly? Depends on the day. They bring him from the outside, see? Singers, dances, all kinds. Gives us content something to look forward to. Nice! That sounds like fun. And you went along to see today's show? Sure I did. Gave us a chance to get a glimpse of the world now, can I? Yeah, I'm walking here. Then it was over. Came back here after doing some training. Oh, what muscle are you training? What did this training involve? Let's see now. Today was stamina and rhythm work. Oh, so he does a little bit different to what I do. Which means jump rope. What? In that tiny cell? How? And what about Teddy? Isn't that dangerous for him? Kid's so dummy. Still gonna get my rope up. He jumps up and holds on tight. You jump rope with a pole bear clinging to your chest? I told you, didn't I? We're partners. And besides, a little extra weight's good for me. Anyways, I started jump roping. These days, I try to. But what it counts. For somebody screams, what the ah? Ooh. Hello, Aqua. Tell us about the scream you heard. It was a screaming guy. But the scream is less. And I should know. Whoa there, good buddy. There's a time and a place, you know. So it was clearly audible. Guy backed to a corner, fighting for his life. You ever hear something like that, boss? Well, I have. And yeah, it was clearly audible. Guy was hollering and howl, crying for help. I'm praying to God they don't make us present evidence. I barely fucking remember like any of the evidence we gathered. And that's all you heard? There was nothing else? Nope. Nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What did the victim say? You have to tell me. Oh, I do, huh? Why don't you come over here and see if I can make you squeal like he did? Whoa, 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 whoa! Forgive the kid here. He doesn't know when to quit. Come on, Miles. Apologize to the good man. Wait. But this is clearly important. Yet he insists on remaining infuriatingly vague. Look, friend. How about you let this slide? Please. For me. So yeah, I heard the voice like I said. What could I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I do now to get back to work. Let me actually go over the evidence again. So the cell, yeah, that lines up. Killed by stab wound in his throat. The body is covered in dirt. There's also a small cut from. Okay, so that might imply, if anything, there was a struggle. Open the doors, arms protected, but raise the alarm for inmates' bracelets protected. Prisoners are not allowed to move freely. You are able to concentrate on your training, even after hearing all that screaming. Look, if it was on the outside, maybe things would have been different. Maybe I'd have seen what I could do. But this ain't the outside. I can't go no place, even if I want to. And you didn't think to step out from your cell to go sneak a peek? I don't think anybody else would have thought of doing that except you, Kay. If only this wasn't a prison, Mr. Knight might have lived. I somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him. What? But if somebody could have just gone to him in time. Mr. Carserato is clearly lying. What I don't understand is why. Let's see what I can uncover by pointing out the contradiction in his testimony. What can I do? I'm locked up here. The evidence of an arm was detected, but I see alarm of inmates. Okay, no. Okay, but what can I do? I'm locked up here, so do not get back to work. Guy was hollering, howling, crying for help. By stabbing into their throats. Okay. Okay. It's always my second. I come up with like a few like guesses in my head. It always ends up being the second guess. Maybe when I make a few guesses, I should throw out like the first one. Like the first one I want to go and just go for the second one. Are you listening carefully, Mr. Caserato? You trying to be cute or something? The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. He had neither the time nor the ability to scream, and to claim he did. Ugh. You say you heard the victim's cries, and yet that would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. He said there was? Quit looking so smug, will ya? Fine, I admit it. I didn't hear nothing, alright? The guy in the next cell did. He told me so. The next cell? You mean that? What do you want? I heard scream. What of it? We came back from the show and they put us in the cell, same as always. Then, just like I told this guy, I heard it. Scream. A real scary one. Scary how exactly? Didn't tell him this part, I guess, but it was kinda like... Eek! Someone, anyone, come quickly, he's... something like that. Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed. Sounds more likely there's been a person who found the body. Ah, that explains it. So Mr. Caserato was telling the truth. More or less. Is that really the case, though? Is there really no problems with his testimony? I'm afraid the new problem must read his hands. Namely, why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Caserato? Yeah, what gives, pal? How come we didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day? Oh. Eek! What do you think I did to cram myself in? Huh? From inside this here cell? Guy died over in the workshop, in case you forgot. Oh. Well, yeah, it does seem a little weird now that you mention it. He's right. Neither of us could have done it. Cause I'm telling you, if I could get out of this cage about somebody, you'd all be traced. Ain't that the truth? You bums ain't living this place in one piece if any of us could help it. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, do you fuckers wanna get out? Oh, it's forgot these men are hardened criminals. Well, I won't be doing that again anytime soon. Guess this wasn't how you saw this going, Edgeworth. What's my next move here? I won't get much more out of them in the States. Oh. Who's Oh, hello. Who the fuck are these two? Sorry, take a sip of water. Sorry, I'm probably gonna be taking like a lot more like drink. I'm probably gonna be drinking like a lot more water because like it is quite toasty in my room. Order in the court. Who died and made you the boss, oh me, huh? Can't you see we're kind of busy here? Hush now. Silence is golden. It is? Your hands, if you please. By the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be, a simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. May the goddess of justice watch over you, now and always. Oh, thank God, finally some of an easy voice to do. God, if you would. Looks like you'll be spending your night in solitary, buddy. What? Come on! Please, boss. Any place but there. There's no need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. This is a blessing. A chance to redeem yourself. To be reborn. No! Okay, she's a little... She's a little fanatical. Oh, goddess of justice, bless your child and keep him in your care. Oh, Holy One, we give thanks in your name. And you are... Verity Gavel, at your service. It is my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the law. And what is a judge doing in a place like this? Since you asked, Mr. Edgeworth, I've been sent here to find you. I come bearing a message from the Committee of Prosecutorial Excellence, and it is my sacred duty to deliver it. The Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence? What the heck is that? It is first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child, for it is a sacred phrase from the goddess of justice herself. Why don't I feel you in, kiddo? The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job it is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest. You know, I mean, if you've played these games, and I'm just gonna say they're doing a shit-ass job. In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line. The panel is comprised of people from both legal and political professions. A panel of which you are a member of, I presume. I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service. Thanks for coming to see us like this. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to meet you. It's always great to hang with Judicial Combate. Come on, bring it in and chillax. We're all friends here. Need I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association. Hey, didn't mean anything by it, okay? I was just trying to lighten the mood, okay? So, your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise be the goddess of justice for bestowing her gift of insight onto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases, and should a prosecutor truly unworthy title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge. And what does the Committee of Prosecutory, whatever you said, want with Edgeworth? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Oh. Hello. Pitiful. You really don't know, do you? What an ignominious. Who are you, pal? Winner. Eustace Winner. Prosecutor extraordinaire. I'm sorry, I don't... What the fuck is this voice I gave him? What the fuck is this voice I gave him? Oh my god. So you may know me as just the Winner. Her name they call me down at the prosecutor's office. Man, you heard his voice, it gave him a weird voice. It gave him a weird... I don't know what... I mean, okay, no, first, I think it's been long established, like, even if we do hear, like, a voice for them, I still just give my own, like, version. I have no idea where the fuck the one I gave him this one from came from. I think I just saw, I think I just saw his hair and I thought he looks like a fucking weirdo. With great affection, I might add.
I've never heard of you.
And how about Sector Flatfoot over there?
Nope. Name is nothing to me.
Well, it's to be expected from ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is sweet, as they say. So I'm sure most things mean sweet nothings to you. Hey, don't, hey, I need to be on, we need to go on at least 3 days before you start talking about sweet nothings to me.
Ignorance is bliss, winner. And I don't think sweet nothings means what you think it means.
It is natural that you aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only just joined us last month.
So he's nothing but a rookie.
And I'm not just any rookie, I'm a winning rookie. Which he'll prove himself to be in due time. Now let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth.
I'll for sweet nothings.
I mean, I don't know, like she's... I mean... She's pretty, but... I don't know, I think there's other characters I prefer. What do you mean? What mess?
I fear I know exactly what...
She could judge you anytime. Yeah, well, keep talking like that and she probably will.
The committee's sending an envoy with a new prosecutor in tow. I suspect I know what you're getting at, winner.
Who the fuck picks the last name Winner? It'll be locked in. Okay, we get it. But yeah, who the fuck takes on the last name Winner? That's just setting yourself up from just... I feel like that's setting yourself up for like way too many jokes of failure.
But I'm going to need a few more details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Gavel?
Very well. By the power vested in me by the gods of justice, I hereby declare that the matter of the incident of the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees Prosecutor Edgeworth to be relieved of his duties. Like justice or right? Okay, you bring up some fair points. Okay, you can't bring up some fair points. I mean, in all fairness, like at the very least, Phoenix wins like 98% of the cases he's put on. And in all fairness, Apollo is technically setting up a new legal system in like Kurain, so at the very least, like they've done stuff to like back up their names and such. With Winner here, I feel like he's gonna lose. And replaced by Prosecutor? Not yet. Okay, with Phoenix Wright, yes, that is the case, but yeah, with Apollo Justice, that's still like a good few years away.
What? Mr. Edgeworth's off the case? Just like that? George Gavel, I believe I asked for an explanation.
No explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken. Her judgment is final.
And what exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case?
Come now, Mr. Edgeworth. Claiming ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded the presidential plane, violating the principle of extraterritoriality, and while there, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visited foreign leader to question. Okay. Look. Yeah, like, okay, first of all, I thought we threw out the whole extraterritorial shit, like, out in the previous case. Like, we proved that wouldn't, like, really hold up. Not only that, but, like, Not only that, but like, we had no choice but to board that plane. It doesn't matter whether we wanted to or not. Like, Knight would, like, the killer was gonna kill Knight if we didn't board that plane. Not only that, but like, I feel like, not only that, but I feel like, regardless, I don't know. Did that last week and stop the leader from, yeah. You were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident. Okay, but like, the leader seems pretty happy with the end result, so should it really matter? You vastly overstepped the authority of your office. To call it an abuse of power would be no understatement. I don't deny that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned, but there's no denying that a certain risk must be taken if one's to arrive at the truth. Don't like her anymore? Yeah, I'm not really liking her. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate. Then, what you're saying is that the ends justify the means? That rules can be freely ignored? That is a very dangerous way of thinking. The law of absolutes is not to be bent to your whims.
Forgive me, but all of us believe as you do. But all...
Is that so? How unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing. When a trial ends, the hammer falls. Be you defendant or attorney, even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing, that is, but to give thanks for the gods of justice's divine grace. Unless you wish to appeal? To do so, risk your badge, of course.
So they mean to take my badge if I don't play along?
Whoa, tough break, Edgeworth. I see you've accepted your fates. Good. Cards, if you were so kind as to escort him out. Oh. What?
What are you doing, detective? I'm in charge now, so you'll do as I say and move out of the way.
What? Who's the boss of me?
Unlucky for you, Flatfoot. That's exactly what I am.
No, she could suck a dick and not mine. Oh my god.
They're holding all the cards here.
I stand a chance.
Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winner says.
But, sir.
Judge Cavell,
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
the committee's decision is beyond irrational. So yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last of this.
Duly noted. Until we meet again then. Give me back your Miss Brett. Well, I'm sorry to say, but she's 10 foot underground, all bones.
Let's go, Kay. We're leaving.
Right. Oh, and remember, you know who will be getting a full report on all this. Oh. Oh shit, okay. All bones. And that workout schedule's really working. That's... I don't necessarily think that... I think it, a little bit too well, some may say. A little bit too well, some may say. Still can't believe what happened yesterday. It was so terrible, the way those two treated you.
Now let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth.
You know what it is? I think I just gave him like the most pathetic voice I could muster up. I think I just gave him like the most pathetic voice. Still hard to think that's the only name you remember. I fucking know, right? Like my brother in Christ, oh my god. Like you couldn't even like remember the main character's name. You couldn't even bother learning his name, even though it's probably the most said name.
And replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict. Judge Cavell, Mr. Winner certainly didn't mince her words.
For asses, unraven. You even remember her real name. My fucking god.
But that's not what concerns me right now. I'm more worried about the committee's reason for doing what they did. And what they might do next. I suspect it won't be good.
Oops, sorry. Is this going to be a case like the end of like Great Ace Attorney where like it's the whole like legal system that's like behind everything and we need to like pull out like some major shit in order to like actually like get the truth out and like have consequences for like people's actions.
Yes, of course.
So this is it? You're giving up on the Bronco Knight case?
No, I have no intention of doing any such thing. To walk away from the case would be tactily test that word, accept the committee's decision. The only problem is I don't have the authority to continue investigating. Yes, what is this, detective?
I've got some bad news, sir.
Oops, sorry.
I've got some bad news, sir. What down at precinct does? They just arrested somebody for Knight's murder.
What? Do you know who it is?
No, but I heard they're being held at detention center. Maybe you talk to whoever it is.
Good idea. Let's get down to Mr. Edgeworth.
Even without the authority to investigate, surely I can still pay a suspect an innocent visit. Alright, we're on our way.
Me too. I'll see you there, sir.
Who do they think did it? But wouldn't you be Miss Detective?
Nah, everyone's busy in prison going over the crime scene anyway.
Good, we'll see you there shortly.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Which end up being Euston's? Which end up being like Euston's? Which end up what like look after seeing the holographic technology in this game, you love the final case of Great Ace Attorney. It makes it a bit more believable. I will add that. It definitely makes it a tad bit more believable. You got it. I don't know. I just wish maybe they just brought it up like beforehand or like made it a bit more relevant to the case.
Still no sign of them, huh?
Oh, sorry.
Indeed.
Wait, this is just like last time.
Please don't tempt fate like that.
Sure you can. I told you can. I told you, it's just a pair of visitors. Sounds like someone really doesn't want to see us. Who the fuck? No. Just talk with them, please.
But one of them's a prosecutor, right? Are they all super scary? All they do is stare at you right into your soul. You must be a suspect in there. See, I told you. Okay. Why is that man so flustered?
Probably because you're being you. But I guess it's just how you are.
Thanks for clearing up absolutely nothing.
Hey, Mr. Suspect. You doing okay in there? Could that man be the next victim? I mean, if we're following the pattern we've established so far, probably. We just want to have a little chat with you. No biggie, right?
Who are you?
I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick. It's just a part-time gig. I'm doing well. I'm taking a break from my real job, though.
Funny, I don't recall ever employing you.
And that, Mr. Edgeworth, he is a prosecutor, but he's not gonna stare holes into your soul or anything.
Oh, please.
Really? Really?
Really?
Anyway, can you please first tell us your name?
It's Saint. Simone Saint.
Well, nice to meet you, Simone. You can call me Kay. Everyone else does.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, I'd like to ask you a few questions if I may.
Please, Simone. We're trying to help you, I promise.
Really? Thanks to Kay, it sounds like we might finally be able to get some answers at least. Perhaps you could start by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Me? But why would anyone know anything about me?
I'm boring. I'm nothing. I'm a nobody. Do you have a job?
Well, it's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm just your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everybody else. Honest!
This is gonna take a while. About you, Mr. Knight. And just when I thought we were making progress. Okay.
So, Simone, did you know Mr. Knight? Come on, you can tell me.
Oh, well, I guess you could say we did. You see, do you know the application Discord? Oh god, fucking damn it, not again! Well, we met on this RP server. It's like, I think I know the rest. We don't need to hear anymore. Oh. Bronco? Yeah, I knew. He was... We were friends. Interesting. What if you knew Knight had been arrested?
And, did you know Mr. Knight had been arrested? Yeah, I even came to visit him.
You came to see Knight? I wonder when that would have been.
And when was that, Simone? It was the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. I came as soon as I got a call from the cops.
The police called him? What? Is Kay able to say is Kay able to ask what I'm thinking?
How come the police called you?
Kay, can you read my mind? I know you can read my mind, Kay. Meow 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 meow.
They said Bronco asked him to, that he needed a favor. A favor?
She's psychic.
Which that ended up being like the big plot twist here. It's like, oh, she actually... Which that ended up being like, oh, she's a long-lost descendant of the Fae clan who has the ability to read minds through psychic abilities. He wanted me to bring him his chess sets, the pocket-sized one. So I went to his place, and then I came here.
A chess set?
A chess set?
Is it just me or is she getting better at stealing my thoughts?
You do know everything. Do you know everything you think is written all over your face, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, I'm not a mind reader. Just an expression reader. Amazing, right? They just love a sidekick as helpful as me.
And do you have to read what my next move is going to be?
I sure have. There's somebody want to show Simone.
Indeed. Let's present to him and see what he has to say about it.
Okay, so she's just Athena's like long lost sister. She's just Athena's like long lost sister, isn't she? So this chess set. Oh, that's the one I brought for Bronco.
Well, that settles that at least.
Well, we found it next to Mr. Knight's. He always had to have a chessboard somewhere nearby. I'm not surprised he had it with him when he... Simone, you're Mr. Knight. You were very close, weren't you? Yeah. He was my Discord kitten.
God fucking damn it! One case about this bullshit.
Yeah, we were best friends. At least I thought we were. But I guess I was wrong about that. What do you mean? If I knew him so well, why was it such a shock for me to find out he had killed someone?
It's not easy discovering that someone you're close to has committed a terrible crime. It's a very bitter pill to swallow indeed.
How could it all end like this? I could never have imagined something so awful. Something's alright, Mr. Edgeworth. Just no way Simone murdered Mr. Knight.
Yes, he certainly doesn't seem to have an obvious motive. Then again, he wouldn't have been arrested for no reason either. On what grounds they had for doing so? Why were you arrested, Mr. Saints?
Oh,
I just don't get it. Why wouldn't you talk to me?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't. He's a Secret Service agent. Knight has killed people for True. Honestly, I have to wonder, did he really know what Mr. Knight's job was? Bro, I wish I had some ice cubes to put in my water. Oh, he answered you, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess he's not scared of you anymore.
Thank goodness for small miracles.
The cops burst into my house this morning out of nowhere. And before I knew it, I was here. Go get some. I don't have any. That's the thing. If I did, I would have put them in already. Look, I don't have... Look, I ran out of ice today, and I only just refilled, like, the fucking ice cube trays, like right before stream.
These policemen, was there a prosecutor with them?
Yes, some kid named the winner or something.
The rookie. I thought as much.
So, did they interrogate you yet? What? I'm gonna be interrogated by the cops. Well, yeah, I mean, you've been arrested. You're a suspect now.
No.
Oh, his detective shot at me. That's threatened me and... Oh! There are always these hulky guys, right?
Get in your face and force you to...
Detective Dick Gumshoe, going for duty.
See, I told you. Please don't hurt me. Please don't crush me with those huge arms.
Mr. Edgeworth, is he coming on to me?
I honestly don't know at this point. No, please. I'm calling the cops.
What's up with this guy, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, nothing, detective. Oh, just being you. I guess that's how you are.
I don't get it, sir.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, Simone is clearly innocent. There's gotta be something we could do for him, isn't there?
Mr. Saint. Yes? You are Mr. Knight's friend. 2 days ago you came to visit him. You had nothing at all to do with his murder. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, I didn't kill anybody.
Very well. Then I'll choose to believe you. And I will do all that I can to assist you.
Huh? But why would you help a nobody like me?
Let's just say I may not always be doing it solely for your sake. I have something of a personal interest in this case.
That's right. It's payback time. Let's show those two whose investigation reigns supreme.
Oh yeah, now we're cooking.
Unfortunately, I still lack the authority to conduct an investigation. As such, my resources are rather limited, and I'll need to lean heavily on the ones I do have at hand. Which means to you, Mr. Saint, your information will be invaluable going forward. In other words, let's see if we can't help one another out, shall we?
Ugh, I just gotta throw something. Why don't you just borrow an attorney's badge? Then you could represent your pal here. I mean, don't you... hey, you could just ask Mr. Wright for one, right?
Detective, did you forget that? Did you forget that Mr. Wright technically is under investigation at the moment?
What? Why?
Because they believe he submitted false evidence?
Shouldn't we investigate that?
One thing at a time, Detective. One thing at a time.
Not that. Now's not times for jokes, Gummy. I mean, Mr. Edgeworth's a prosecutor. He could defend and it was like depended on it.
But I wasn't kidding. I just thought helping suspects. That's what a defense attorney does, you know?
Sure, but we can do that too. I think it matters that we find our real culprit in the end. Also, what Gumshoe said isn't a joke. Like, Edgeworth actually did that in the third. I believe it's the third game he did that in. Like, he did that in the third game. Not yet. That case like a month ago. Oh. Okay, I think the order of time. I think I have the timeline mixed up. I think I might have gotten the timeline mixed up. But yeah, like, Edgeworth has actually done that before. Just borrow, like, Phoenix's attorney badge in order to, like, act as a defense attorney. And the stupidest part was that the judge didn't even like, question it whatsoever. Wait, was that because it was being held by a different judge? Was that it? Wait, yeah, I think that might have been held. I think it's because like it was technically being held by a different judge.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure you know already, but just to be clear, if our investigation also proves you to be the culprits, we'll have no choice but to treat you like any other suspects. But you needn't worry. I believe you, or at least I've decided to try. For now. Just hold tight and try to believe in us in return, if nothing else. It might help you feel a little better, feel a little less alone. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Pardon me. So, we talked a good game in there. But we can't even get back inside the main prison and see the crime.
Maybe the Fang guy calls our best bet after all.
Gummy, he can't defend for his life, remember?
Well, who do we have here?
Oh.
If it isn't Edgeworth in the gang, what are you cats doing here?
Listen, pal, if you come to harass Mr. Edgeworth again, I'll...
Hey, easy there, Detective Flatfoot Sholmes. I'm here to work.
Work? What? Are you here to defend somebody? Whoa, the game meister nails it in one. Aren't you the uber intelligence of one of the bunch?
Uber intelligence? That's not how you use either of those words, Fender.
Some may say I'm a easygoing old rogue about town, but I'm actually not a half bad attorney. Which is why I've summoned the jailer Rooney for meeting with a new client. The suspect, one Simone Sainsbury. You mean Simone Saint? Wow, that's freaky. You know more about my job than I do. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender's a defense attorney. Aren't you think what I'm thinking?
I fear it may be. I fear I might be. In fact, it could be our only option. Not so long ago, I found myself embroiled in another case that wasn't mine. I managed to worm my way into the crime scene by agreeing to assault someone's subordinate.
Oh, so they're... Wait, so are they bringing it up? Wait. Oh, wait. They're probably bringing up, like, the final case of, like, a previous game, like Francisco.
Not an experience I'd ever want to repeat, but I fear I may have little choice. Fender,
Before you say another words, I just gotta point out the fine print. Eddie Fender doesn't take on associates. Say it ain't so, I hear your protest, but pompous prosecutors are a no-go. Especially those of the Von Karma variety.
I should have known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. I understand why you wouldn't want to work with someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all things Von Karma. But please, believe me when I say, I'm not the man I was back then. I'm no longer under my old mentor's spell.
You better believe it, pal. Mr. Edgeworth's a changed man. Sure, he used to be the demon prosecutor, but he's not like that anymore.
I do have feelings, Detective.
Cummy's right. Mr. Edgeworth's one of the good guys now. He's not just a prosecutor, he's a hero. He got me off the hook just last month. You don't say. Well, that escalated quickly. But he was. There's no other word for it. He was heroic, great thiefly even.
Please, Fender. Please, Fender, don't pay attention to the last thing she said. I didn't steal shit. Don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye. I'm certain of it. I can't just walk away from this. I can't. Please, allow me to help you with this investigation.
Sheesh. About from the great Mouse Edgeworth. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. So nice to me, if you will. What made a leopard change his spots?
Well, I suppose I have to say, the courtroom itself. I've experienced so many things. I met so many people there within its four walls. Especially one defense attorney in that strapping blue suit and those dashingly spiked hair and just strength behind his desk clamps, and I feel like I'm intruding on something here that I shouldn't be. Sorry, forgive me, force of habit. Including some old friends who show me a better way to be. How could that not change a person?
Well, I'll be. The old Jew would never bear to saw like that. That was beautiful. You may have surprised you know who. And you know how much that takes. I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start again for clean slates. So, this is me.
Air traffic clue, law officers, and defender, senior partners.
Edgeworth?
That's right. Mr. Fender began his legal career as assistant to my late father, Gregory Edgeworth.
What? Your dad was a defense attorney? So you know who Mr. Fender keeps talking about is the clever game master nails it in one yet again. That's right. I was talking about his old man. Guess you'll notice I kept his name over the door, so to speak. At least I could for Gregory, really. Listen, Edgeworth, Miles. I'm going to level with you here. I trust you. Not fully, anyway. I can't just forget all those years you spent licking Von Karma's boots, you know. You know, because they've changed. I'm going to need you to prove it. And besides, you know it's what Gregory would want it.
Very well, I accept.
Okay, and that's enough for both for one day. Let's move on to the fun stuff. I hereby appoint you Interim Associate of Edgeworth and Co. Congrats, man.
I'll try not to let you down.
Well, doesn't that bring a tear to the eye? The prodigal son coming aboard to be his late father's firm. Permission to come on board too? Please, Mr. Fender? You don't even... But those boots were delicious. Don't judge them till you taste them.
Yes, I mean, I assure you, Mr. Von Karma polished his feet every night to make sure the boots tasted of the utmost best.
TMI, dude. TMI. You don't have to ask, kiddo. Welcome to the crew. Woohoo! Thanks, Captain. Alright, I guess time to get to work. So where to begin? Any bright ideas, Miles?
Where were we when we were so rudely interrupted?
Well, guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim.
Indeed. It sounds more like to have been the person who found his body. I believe we need to speak to the person who found the body.
Just what I was thinking, eager associate. We do indeed.
Still the type to smile and nod, I see. That'll certainly make my life easier. Boss.
Let's decide, let's get going.
Not about me. I would sector if I can't just hop aboard an attorney assistant like you guys.
Sorry. Kind of sad we aren't doing the K-drama stuff. Yeah, unfortunately we do need... Unfortunately, I'm going to need a little bit more to work with here.
Detective Gumshoe, I have a special assignment for you. You are to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winner. And if you happen to discover anything that seems useful, you are to notify me immediately. You are in a uniquely powerful position, Detective, and I'm going to need all the info you can pass our way.
You can count on me, sir. I'm a real pro when it comes to anything to the defense.
Trust me, I know. But when I think about Hugh's substitute, I just... I can't blame you. He certainly has a very dashing way with words.
Can only imagine the things we would say now if you were playing Great Ace again. Oh, fucking no, right? Oh my god. Bro, I really hope... I'm gonna be honest, while I would love to see a continuation of like the mainline games with like Phoenix, Apollo, and Athena, I would also like them to do like much more like experimental stuff like with this and of Great Ace. Like in both gameplay like they do with this one and in story like they did with like Great Ace. Yeah, but I'm thinking, where else can you take this? Where else can you like take this series? Because again, you could just do what Great Ace does and just do another time period, but I feel like what other time period could you feasibly do that would be interesting? I guess like medieval times. Throw wide the prison gates, good sirs, because here we come. But no, I actually have been thinking about I will admit I have actually been thinking about like Great Ace Attorney a lot like recently because like the Twitch recaps like came out recently. But during medieval times there weren't trials. You were either hung or you didn't. True. Nah, Bass. So, any idea how to track down whoever found the Bronx's body, Miles?
I think our best bet would be to simply ask around.
Oh, hello. But yeah, like Twitch recaps like came out like recently, and it just reminded me of like how in 1 year like Great Ace Attorney was like the #1 like stream thing, like the #1 thing I did in terms of like streaming, because it took us like half a year to beat it.
Who is this? Excuse me, but
Oh my! Just look at you. Are you talking to me?
just fabulously chick, darling, fabulously.
Talk about a recap. I was your number. Oh my god. That actually makes me happy to hear. That actually does make me happy to hear. I don't think it'd be like any surprise to hear who my #1 was. I don't know. Do we really even like want to go over that like right now? Because I know like streamers have been like going over like that stuff on stream, but I don't know. I at least like uploaded like the streamer recap one. Oh my god! But yeah. But yeah, but yeah, no, I will admit, I do think Twitch recaps are like a fun. I do think it's like one of the fun things I think Twitch has like done over like the past few years. I definitely think it's like one of the good things they've like done. Either they go over at the beginning or end of stream. It generally doesn't take more than 5 minutes depending how. Okay, in that case, we can like do it like near the end of stream. We could like do it like near the end of stream. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, it takes 5 minutes unless you're VV, in which case it takes 2 hours.
Just fabulously chick, darling, fabulously. Facial hair is so very au contraire, don't you think?
Oh, so she's French.
Enchanté, mademoiselle, and much obliged. Defense attorney Eddie Fender at your service.
Let's get things on the right foot, shall we?
A little, embrassé, perhaps.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Oh my god, her fox does the same expressions. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, that's a live fox. It's a living fox. Okay. Good. What just happened? Holy fuck. Right on the kisser. Well, this is for the created old friend. A little smooch is entirely irregular, don't you think? Wow, talk about stealing a kiss. Look, the way you killed her, fucking... fucking defense attorney did. Physical contact is so very important as a form of expression for our little family. Everyone is so... It's this lovely home, will tell you as much. Yeah, he killed her. Bro, she came out immediately like flirting. He reciprocated. She kissed him. Oh my god. Hey, if everyone else is hip to that, I could be hip to that too. Sure. Fifi Latte. By the way, what another charming aboard. Oh, may call me Fifi, of course.
So she's the one with the detention center in the prison facility, is she?
That man better special. Or I will. Bro, at this pace, he probably will by like midway through this.
A pleasure to meet you, Miss Lagarde. How's Edgeworth? I'm an associate with Mr. Fender's practice. I hope you don't mind me asking, but where were you in the prison yesterday?
Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course I was. Yes, it was a very important day after all.
Important in what way exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps?
A meeting? Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't think of anything worse. No, yesterday the circus came to visit. It was simply a spectacular event featuring some terrifically talented animals. Anyone who was... sorry, yawning. Anyone had to be there. If you were here at home, you would be watching the show with me. The performers set up a special stage in the yard for us, hence one very lucky family, n'est-ce pas?
So she was at the circus performance of the inmates yesterday morning. Mr. Casterato mentioned a show yesterday as well. He must have been talking about the same thing. What time did the show take place?
From around 8 until 10, maybe? Yes, something like that.
Meaning it finished right around when the body was discovered. And by dint of having attended the show, she has reasonable solid alibi.
Oh, we should look at the time. Sorry, darlings, but I really must dash. Feel free to explore our home. Mi casa, su casa, and all that. Ciao for now. Wait, is she French or Spanish? Or is she just meant to be like vaguely European? Well, her name is Edgeworth.
The person who found the body screamed. That scream was heard by the inmate. Sorry, that we know of. Therefore, our first task is to question the inmate and see where his information will take us next. But the person found the body. Do you happen to know where he is right now?
Should be in the workshops, I guess. Usually is at this hour.
Can't wait for Miles to go.
So, Fender, what do we do? Where did he go?
Oh, the one jacked him away, the supply closet over there. I mean, I can grab if you want.
Okay, I do think that'd be a very good idea.
Why? I'm sure they're just having a very lovely chat.
Okay, I am begging you, do not open that door, else we are gonna see things that we are never gonna unsee. And I've seen plenty of dead bodies in my time, but trust me, the things we will see in there will never compare to anything like that.
Jeez, okay, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't know what kind of hardcore conversation they're having, but,
But it seems workshops are our next call.
Oh, pig.
It's a mini pig, I believe. Though not for eating, I hope.
Jesus Christ, Edgeworth. The first thing you see upon seeing a pig is pork. You gluttonous bastard. Is this great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being in a zoo.
Except it's the humans, not the animals who live in captivity here.
Don't want to mind if I took one home with me, would they?
If by home you mean behind bars, then no, I suppose not.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, it's a monkey mountain.
Not something I ever expected to see in a prison, I must say.
Sorry, is it just me, or does this feel more like a dungeon than a prison? Like, I'm fairly certain dungeons are made of stone and jails are made of concrete.
Not in the least. And while we are out on the subject, you are not under any circumstance to climb on the structure. Do I make myself clear?
But I have to shoot the monkey's boss.
Please, Kate, you really don't. I would rather.
What's the difference? Fair.
Please, Kate, you really don't. I really don't want to see you with your face ripped off. Yes, didn't you know? There was once some woman who had a chimpanzee as a pet. Nasty stuff. Anyway.
Bunny!
Why is that rabbit just... I nearly tripped over it.
Isn't this great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being in a zoo.
Except it's the humans, not the animals who live in captivity here.
Oh. It's a white rabbit! I used to have a white rabbit. Named Milky. They live with my grandma's now.
Do you have a moment? We have a few questions for you. You're a good girl. You're just perfect.
She really is. She's beautiful.
Ahem.
Meow!
He's finally noticed me, I think. I was wondering.
What's her name? It's Waggy, ma'am. She's my little fair end. Fair end.
Yes, right. As you were then. What I need are answers, not clawful puns. See the crime scene through the window just as door.
Mr. Edgeworth, can I just shove your whole face in front of the window like that? You have to do it more sneaky like. Like, steal a few good looks while you're looking out for your enemies.
I'm not a criminal, Kay. So why would I have behaved like one?
Yeesh, trying to teach you my special sneak peek technique.
Well, I've no need for any such technique, thank you very much.
Hello? Anybody in there? Nah, shy kiddo, but nah, this isn't the bathroom stall. Yo, you there. Shove us out here, my good man. Yes, sir. What can I do for you? Somebody using the workshop right now. You have like 80 rabbits? Oh my god. See, I only had the two. I had a white one called Milky and a gray one called Beefer. Yeah. Yeah, Milky lives with my grandma now. Yeah. Yes, sir. One of the prisoners in there. Just confirmed it myself during the noontime roll call.
We'd like to speak to the prisoner, if that's alright. You early Well,
they do breed like crazy. Yeah, nah. Oh my god, sorry. I just remembered, like, when we were, like, going out buying them, right? when we went out to go and buy them, right? Oh my god, it was so funny. Because, like, we went to, like, the local, like, pet store. And, of course, they had, like, the males and, like, females, like, in, like, their own, like, separate, like, little, like, sections, obviously. But when we were, like, looking at them, like, one of the staff members there were, like, picking some of them up so we can get, like, a closer look at them. But the thing is that they'll pick them up, show us, look down, and be like, which one did I grab this one from again? They forgot if they grabbed the bunny from the male or female section. We had to remind her like 3 times where she picked up like each rabbit from. Jeez, I need to nearly refill my water bowl soon. Oh my god. This one's all yours, Mousy boy.
What? Why?
Let's just say I'd rather not roll the dice on someone I don't know yet. Huh. And I thought adults were all supposed to be strong and brave. Heh. Well, you don't look so brave yourself right now. So let's call it even.
Here they come.
Kill him. I thought he died. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he did die. So, this is the first. This is the first culprit in the first ever trial in the first game. This is the guy who did it. I think. I could be mistaken of someone else, but I think this is him.
I hear you wish to speak with me. Not exactly the hard criminal we expected to see, is he? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a public prosecutor. A prosecutor, you say?
A defender, attorney at law.
I'm pretty scared to handle this.
Listen, sorry about my pal here. He gets the weirdest ideas. Prosecutor, indeed. That'll be the day. He's actually just an associate. Jeez, Miles, get a grip, will ya?
Ugh, he's right. I must forget that I'm a defense attorney's assistant for the time being.
Oh, that explains it.
I did think he looked a little different from the prosecutor I spoke with yesterday. So he already spoken to Winner. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Won't lie, completely forgot. This is only the second case. I did too. Like, not gonna lie, like, I can't thought. For a second, I was thinking, like, this is a third case, right?
No, of course not. I'd be delighted. The name saw it. Frank saw it. Saw it.
The win is all yours, my young associates.
Sure, have the intern do everything. Why not? Mr. Sort. But you are no doubt aware that a murder took place yesterday. Would you mind telling us where you were at the time the body was found?
Yes, I was in that workshop there, working as one might expect.
What kind of work were you doing?
Well, I'm actually retraining at the moment. I was able to become a stylist, you see. A pet stylist, that is. Yeah, like, for example, like, when I brought the save screen up earlier and we saved and I said, oh, it's the middle section now, it's like, the middle? That was quick. Oh, wait, this is only the second trial, right?
So I've been studying hard and practicing every moment I can. An unusual field of study befitting an unusual prison, I suppose.
And that's it. I certainly didn't see anything.
Interesting. I barely asked him anything at all, and he's already sweating bullets.
So, yes, I'm afraid I'll be able to help you. Sorry.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Sawitz, for this interview's only just begun.
I mean, even if you would have asked me, oh, nice, just got paid.
You know something, don't you?
It's that.
He's definitely hiding something. I just need to push him a little harder.
Jesus, Edgeworth.
The first step is to analyze the situation. Let's take a look at our opponents.
I didn't see anything. I really can't help you, I'm afraid.
Something tells me he'd be a good poker player. It's hard to tell much at all from his face. I don't think he'd be giving me much in the way of physical cues either. I'll have to rely solely on his words instead. That's the only way I'll know what's going on underneath. Alright, time to make a first move. Let's see who we're dealing with here. You may be good at hiding his emotions, but everyone has a tell. Tell me, what's your connection to the incident?
What is the murder? Oh, well, it was nothing at all to do with me. Nothing.
Really?
I wouldn't dream of getting involved in anything as ghastly as that. Well, you see, how can I put this? He's a fucking liar, by the way. He murdered someone. Well, I like to think myself an upstanding citizen. A good person, if you will. His story is like he's a door-to-door salesman that scams people, and he murdered someone. If you don't have anything to ask me, I do need to be going. Oh, shit, sorry.
Forgive me, Mr. Sawyer, but under normal circumstances, good people don't tend to end up in prison.
That's...
So you do well to tell me what you know about the incidents.
How many times did I tell you people? I mean, I don't know anything, I swear.
I find it very hard to believe that you knew nothing at all.
Oh, yes, I suppose you could see how it might seem unlikely, but it's true. If you're looking at the person who found the body, you'll have to look elsewhere. Oh?
Why do you think I'm looking for the person who found the body?
I certainly never mentioned any
Such thing to you? Is it because you know something you're not telling me after all?
No, I just sense that you might be looking for, that's all. I'm simply a pet size, Janie. I don't know anything, truly.
There's no doubt about it. This man is hiding something big. In which case, let's find out what he did yesterday, the day of the incident. Tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right?
Oh no, he has to he has to shine. Well, the day of the incident. Oh gosh, I mean, so much happens.
What were things like in the prison yesterday morning?
I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid.
I don't have a clue as to how to push the conversation forwards.
Okay. What were you doing?
I want to know what you were doing, Mr. Swords, in detail.
I told you how I pit styles training. And that's what I was going to say, training. Specifically, I was given the yellow as a gym.
You didn't notice any commotion at the time of the incident? I would imagine things were sounding quite tumultuous around here.
Well, commotion, you say? No, not really. Maybe I had someone, but...
You heard someone? Was it someone screaming by any chance? And don't try to tell me you don't remember. You continue to assert you know nothing about the incident, Mr. Sword, but I'm afraid I believe a word of it.
No, I thought I heard someone yelling, but... I don't really remember.
The fact that he heard the scream at the time of the murder may as well prove useful. What were things like in the prison yesterday morning?
I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid.
Time to deploy my clue. You literally just confirmed that you heard a scream.
I need to come up with like a more defined voice for this guy.
Oh, but I might have been mistaken. The truth is, I really don't remember. Your memory fails you yet again. How convenient. But I know you're lying, Mr. Swords. How dare you talk to me like... I mean, I'm not lying. Look, if you must know, when I was working with the animals and I get into the zone, all I see. Am I to understand, do you have something for a talent for animal grooming then? Well, my sources technically still work, but I'd say I'm quite good with animals. They seem to like me. I'm especially good at calming them down when they get scared. Scared? And when exactly do they get scared? Surely it didn't happen very often. Well, that's... no, thankfully it doesn't. That scream would certainly frighten the animals, wouldn't it? Why are you going to such lengths to deny having heard the scream? What is it you're hiding, Mr. Swords? Tell me. I can assure you I'm not hiding anything. I admit I really did hear somebody scream. But I'm not hiding anything, I promise. The mask is finally beginning to crack. Now to shatter it completely by asking the scream itself in more detail. I'm afraid you're about to learn a painful lesson, Mr. Sawat. You're hiding things from me. That hiding things from me never ends well for my opponents. When did you hear the scream? Oh, wait, I remember. I forgot about the show. They put on a show for us prisoners around the time of the instant, you see. Yes, performing animals, if I remember rightly. They were... that's where I was in the morning. So now you wish to claim you didn't hear a scream because you were at the show? You do realize it goes completely against everything you've told me so far. And what are you going to do about it, huh? That is, my memory is patchy, as they say. Yeah, the show really had to be seen to believe. It did it? Tell me, what kind of animals did you see? Let's see, think. Well... You remember that moment in, like, Into the Spider-Verse where the campus guard was questioning Miles and he was like, I know you snuck out last night, Morales, and Miles thought, played dumb, and he said, who's Morales? This is giving a lot of that energy right now. This is giving a lot of that energy right now. Enough of your lies. You were nowhere near the show, were you? Well, I seem to remember being there, but maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. It's clear Mr. Sword wasn't at the show. This feels like a valid clue. Who did you hear screaming? Wait, I just realized I made a mistake. When this happened outside in the yard. Yes, so I didn't hear any screaming. No one at all. Time to deploy my clue. How long were you planning to keep up? How long are you planning to keep up these lies? I already know you weren't at the show. Gah! The game's up, Mr. Swords. It's time you told me the truth. I demand to know about the scream now. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what I don't know. I didn't hear any scream, not from the person who found the body. How curious. Most people would assume that the scream came from the victim. So then, Why do you think it came from the person who found the body,
Gah!
I made a mistake, that's all. How, Mr. Source? How did you know that it was the person who found the body who screamed?
It's,
Shall I tell you? You knew because it was you who found the body. And a scream was heard from when the incident occurred. And a scream that was heard when the incident occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you.
oh. How did you? It's true. I admit it, but who gives you the right to treat people like this?
Checkmate.
Whew, fancy.
Now that we've established that you were the one who found the body, Mr. Swords, I believe you have lost any sanity that might have had to withhold your cooperation.
Alright, you win.
But I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you. It probably wouldn't even be worth your time. That's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that ends.
Except, that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it?
What do you mean?
I'm not trying to expose the truth. We're trying to save Simone. That's what we do now, remember? We work to get our client out of trouble. That's our prosecutor by defense attorney's assistance. Well, I do enjoy chess metaphor. Why is it only now that chess is being related to it? I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't really tell you. I mean, it's been mentioned, I think like, because I think it's been mentioned that he does have a chess set in his office, that he does play frequently with like Gumshoe, in like the bonus case in the first game. Other than that, I think honestly it's probably because they kind of want to put a metaphor of like the courtroom kind of being like a chess game or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of just like that basic metaphor of like mind games being like interpreted as like chess or something. But the game master said, you need to listen to the kid more, you know. The client has requested the service of Edge of a Go. And as the old man always said, some of you probably don't know his title of the game. It's also, oh yeah, it's like fucking, what was it again? Like Prosecutor's Gambit or something? Yeah, Prosecutor's Gambit. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I think they kind of always had that like associate. I think there may have always been that association of chess with Edgeworth, but it was kind of more of like a background thing. It wasn't really something they really brought that much attention to. And even then, I think it was mostly just the odd mention here and there that he does frequently play chess. And I think it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, well, how do we establish that like someone's like really, really smart? They play chess. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. There probably is like a deeper reason I just forgotten about, but I just couldn't tell you. So I'm just doing something right now. Alright. So everything Mr. Saint's well-being is taking a backseat to the quest for the truth. Well, let's just say I don't like to fire people. So I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah?
This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of his man's testimony remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Sowett, but I'm asking you once more, what happened when you found the body?
It's amazing visual. Just wish they somehow incorporated. Yeah, I don't know if this was the case of like when they made the first game, they didn't know if they were gonna make like another game. If they were gonna make like another game like in this style, so they didn't plan that far ahead or what. But yeah, I kinda wish for like games like more yeah, I know, like it's like yeah, like it's a fun visual. It's a fun visual. I love it. But yeah, I do wish this was like something else kind of I do wish like they kind of tied it more into like Edgeworth's like character. And I guess like his relation to like chess and all that stuff. I was in the workshop there by myself, practicing what I'd learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in the front door of the other workshop. I happened to peek through the little window. And then I saw him lying there. A man, not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened, found myself screaming in sheer terror. Let me get this straight. The room you were in is next to the one where the corpse was found. Yes, that's right. I was in workshop B. And you were there the whole day. I don't know, like it could have done like if they could have done like amazing things of like Edgeworth's like character if they did like incorporate that like whole chess aspect more in like the first game. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. And they check who's in the workshop during roll call, correct? Per me time. That's right. Nothing was reported to be amiss at 7 a.m., which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time. Okay, interesting. Yes, that means the murder took place after 7 a.m., which puts it right around time the show was happening. Oh yes, the show. One of the other prisoners going to see it. And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Sowett? I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear. These were to give a piece of clothing a checkered pattern to just establish, yeah, like I'm trying to think here, what would be like a good like place to put like the checkered pattern? Would it, it wouldn't really feel, it would feel a bit too, how do I put this? Be a bit too out there to put it on like his suit jackets. His suit, I feel like if it's gonna have, I feel like it needs to be a more subtle part of his design, so maybe his undershirts? Rooting it out should be my first priority. Because that's the thing, Edgeworth's he's a very well-dressed character, like he's a very formally like well-dressed character, but he doesn't show off that much of his clothing, if that makes any sense. Like, he doesn't make a big show of his clothing. Could be the cuff. True. Oh, sorry. I show myself practicing what I learned. Ooh, yeah, that would actually be really good. What exactly were you practicing? How to be a pet stylist, of course. I'm a model prisoner, after all. So he keeps saying. Hey, you, over there. Yes, sir. Tell me, what can you tell me about this prisoner here? Oh, that's, Mr. Sowett. Oh, Sowett. Yeah, no, he's a fucking cunt. He's a real prick of a prisoner. Absolutely just uncooperative, just an absolute dipshit of a person. Oh, you have a lot to explain. You found yourself there, really?
That's right. And when I found myself peeking through the little window in the door. Why did you think to do that?
Gosh, I don't know. I just found myself doing it, really.
You clearly weren't concentrating on your work then. No, that's not true. I'm a model prisoner. It's just all the other prisoners are going to watch the show. I guess I was, well, kind of lonely.
Like being stuck at school after everybody else going home, huh?
Yes, exactly like that. Anyway, I found myself in front of the door of the other workshop and...
Wait. Yeah, no, this bracelet would have gone off.
Enough of pathetic lies, Mr. Sowett. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are.
What I am?
I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's trained to be a pet stylist and a cold-blooded murderer. That's not all you are, is it? Did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrists? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner, and therefore unable to move around as you please. As you both know, stepping outside the door would have sounded an alarm. Well, that's... But there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in.
Ooh, stylishly done, Edgeru. But does this mean that Mr. Sowett couldn't have found the body then?
Good question, Kay. Perhaps Mr. Sowett himself can explain.
So actually, I may have forgot to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that.
I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body, if you like. By all means, go ahead. There was a little trick that the prisoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window into the workshop next door. Inside I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright. So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he kept his arm in workshop B as he leaned out. Please don't tell anyone about our little chick, especially not the guards. Please. Is this all he was hiding? I better dig a little deeper into his testimony, just in case.
This isn't during official court hearing. You have no problem with Edgeruff just accepting that fact at face value. Yeah. I guess also remember that like Edgeruff, and just I guess also remember that Edgeruff technically isn't really working on its case as a prosecutor, but rather the assistant of a defense attorney. I'm not sure how that would impact anything, but I know it might. I don't know, probably not.
Of course, it's quite simple, really.
As long as you leave your bracelet in the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm.
I suppose this allows you to enjoy a little taste of freedom. It does, to be honest. It's one of the few things that bring me joy anymore. Or of a surprising source of joy. But rule breaking isn't exactly a demonstration of remorsefulness, is it? Oh, but I am remorseful. I always am. I'm a model prisoner, after all. I'm beginning to suspect he doesn't know what a model prisoner actually is. So you do this trick to peek through the window? That's right, yes.
Okay, but why then? Why did you do that?
Why did you make so much of an effort just to take a look? Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door, and that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought that was strange. But you went to look as soon as you heard these noises. Yes, of course. I had to see what was going on, so I went right away. I see. You claimed that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body. Because the person who made the noise should have been in there too. That's dumb.
I'm quaking his boots, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Swords, tell us the truth about what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent. It will do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this case.
I'm sorry. I did see someone else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I must have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it. Sorry, I thought I smelled something, but I didn't.
Just tell us what you saw already.
Alright. It was... That's dog. What I saw... It's the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk his teeth into the victim's throats.
What did you say?
It was hellish. Utterly hellish. That beast. That awful beast. He killed him. Suddenly I don't feel so good. Jeepers creepers, that's awful. Talk about traumatizing.
It was dreadful, horrible. I know I couldn't help but scream. So there's a man eating dog in the prison animals population, is there?
And that's really everything, I promise. You believe me, don't you?
For now.
You saw a dog kill him? Fender, I think he lost his mind from being in slam for too long. I mean, yeah, God, like, I don't know what the general time, I don't know what the general, like, timeline between, like, the 3 games are. Because I think the second game, I think it takes place maybe, it's either a few weeks or a few months after the first game. But I don't know how long the distance between the second and third game are. So, I guess by the most generous of estimates, he's been here for like maybe a year to a couple of years.
I'd like you to append what you just saw in your testimony if you don't mind.
Very well. So I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream with fright. I also saw a black dog, his mouth clamped. Okay, no. Was that attempted a... Oh, sorry.
You're sure this black dog was biting the victim's throats?
Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast bell was dripping with intent. Whoa, spares the gory details for you.
What about the victim? Was he...
That's it. Do you really think what? Do you really need to ask him that, Mr. Edgeworth?
Okay, what's that punch for? I'm on your side here.
He wasn't moving at all. He was just laying there. Meaning he was already dead. There's just so much blood just oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail. I'm sure that's not even a touch of a finger, just lifeless. Wait, he couldn't have seen it though, because... There we go. A ring of a snowflake relief. Yes, I saw it clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail. Interesting. And Tosme is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's a little too accurate.
And what's wrong with being too accurate?
I mean this. You testify to have seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger. See? Exactly as I said. There's no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by the top. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless that is, you approached the body and removed the sheet. You told us earlier I took a look through the window in the door, yet you seem to have quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Sowett.
Who the heck do you think you are? Mr. Big Shock, act like you know it all. I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear.
Oh, I know, the man's arm. It must have moved under the top and after I peeked in. Nonsense. I already told you that couldn't have been the case. You say yourself that the victim was already dead, and dead men don't move, do they? Oh, sorry. Ew, wait, is that a stench of outdoor desperation I smell? What are you hiding, Mr. Sword? Tell us.
No, you're wrong. I know what I saw.
Gross. He has the same thing to Phoenix when he gets caught for the murder. Also, but don't throw your fucking, like, wig at me. I don't know where his scalp's been.
You couldn't let it go, could you? You had to keep on poking and prodding. You slimy, stupid associate. Attorney.
It seems real, Mr. Sowett has finally revealed himself.
Whoa, that's quite the rug he was rocking. Came straight at you like kind of flying bats.
Look, I'm just a sweet, innocent witness here.
But are you really? Because I must say, I have doubts. Very serious doubts.
What's that supposed to mean?
You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So, how did you do it? That's simple. Mr. Sword, this is where you were standing when you saw the body. You're in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the relief of the ring.
Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with the body anyway. You can't prove it, can you? Because I was in the next room over. Minding my own business and looking after the animals. Why else would I have signed out in a pair of rubber gloves? For fun?
Remind me of sorts. What were you doing when you discovered the body?
How many times? I was practicing my pet styling techniques.
Of course. Then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you.
That's...
This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice you have a similar glove tucked into your apron.
No, this one's
Different. Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, does it?
It's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. It doesn't prove anything.
Not yet, perhaps, but if you want to ask the police to check this glove for prints, I have a feeling this result may be rather fascinating.
Oh,
It's over.
that was a pretty rare objection, am I right?
Please, Fender, now's not the time for your tomfoolery.
But I have a legit objection. Because this isn't over. Something that still doesn't make sense. Oh man, he's a prisoner, right? And he got that one of them bracelet doohickeys on. That's true. So how could he have left this workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he tried.
Right. We don't have a good explanation for that yet.
Well, hey, you like to share good, buddy? Well, friends here. That's weird. You should be clinging onto that bracelet like a big round lifesaver it is. In what way? As in, it's the best hope our weak fleeing friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. Sorry, can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. And yet, he hasn't said a peep about it. I wonder why that may be, hmm? Sound of silence. I suppose Miss Law Priestess did preach about silence is golden yesterday too. Whoa, you sound like an actual attorney there for a second, Mr. Fender. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Gregory told me that. It's probably the attorney's code he lived by. Isn't that the same one Phoenix goes by? So friend, what's the dealio? Why so coy about your bracelets? Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken.
Broken?
I fell a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, I didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but well, it was awfully convenient.
I see, so your bracelet is broken. But do they really break that easily? So, this prisoner has a serious security problem. You there, can we have a moment?
Oh, and Mew, just the cutest.
Ahem!
Maybe, how can I help you, sir?
This prisoner bracelet appears to be broken.
What? Really? Oh, that's not good. I guess I want to find a replacement right away.
Thank you. We'll keep a hold of the broken one for the time being.
Of course, sir. I trust you take good care of it. Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now turn our murderer in, yeah?
What? No! I didn't kill anybody!
Oh there, Palio! You were the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Or were the other inmates freely roaming the halls while everybody was busy watching the show?
No, I just found the body, that's all, I promise! You're right, Diddy, and always dog and his belt wrapped around the poor man's neck.
You totally went into the workshop after the beast had left.
And why didn't you go in?
Well,
Okay, I wanted to go for his pockets, okay?
He was going to rob a corpse? That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail.
Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I never stooped so low to steal from a...
Well, I didn't steal anything either.
The show ended after I entered the room and all the inmates had trickled downstairs thereafter. I panicked, crashed back to the other workshop and started my fake screaming. And dropped the glove in your haste, huh? I guess it just about hangs together. Anything's a little funky to you, Miles?
I wasn't aware that Mr. Sowett is the one who did it. I'd say one very significant question still remains. The question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from his holding cell in the detention center.
So there's two ways to enter the prison, it seems. Either through this connecting corridor here, or into the office area, into what I'm assuming solitary confinement, and then onto the prison proper. So I guess we need to figure out like which path did he take to get through here. Ooh, yeah, that one's a doozy.
I also cannot but wonder, another key feature of Mr. Sowett's testimony. The dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Sowett.
Yes, what is it?
Were you the only prisoner he didn't go and watch the show?
Well, no, there was one other who didn't.
Am I right in thinking this person couldn't have watched the show, even if he wanted to?
Yes, how did you?
I knew it. I had my suspicions when I first ran to the Black Dog yesterday, and this confirms it. For a criminal dangerous to end up in this place like this is unbelievable, but...
Oh, they're blind.
Where is this person's cell?
You're going to see him? Who are we talking about here? Him! The one. He's not like any other prisoner. You know, he's special. He gets treated like royalty. But you didn't hear that from me. What I can say is, if you value life, you stay well away from him. Ooh. The big cheese, huh? Well, I for one definitely value my life, so that sucks. They keep it under maximum security. Which is over there.
Maximum security. Well, that's one way to treat someone differently.
I mean, I'm just wondering, like, could it... I don't think it could be... I don't think it could be... I don't think it could be one of the prisoners, because, like... Usually, like, the person it is like... Because usually the person... Well, I mean, they're already in prison. Well, like, what's going to happen? Like, at most... Because, like, at most, they might just get their, like... I'm surprised. We don't have a... Yeah, usually we have, like, a main suspect, but we don't. I don't know. I'm thinking it might be... It might be that lady we hate. I already forgot her name. But I don't know, I'm thinking it might be her, actually. Let's just say they're highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And, that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Milesy, anything you care to share? Oh, I'm gonna leave Kay and I in dark here too.
The mystery of the man in maximum security is an old acquaintance.
At least by this point in the case, we would have had a strong guess. Yeah. My guess is that it's either someone we haven't been introduced to, or someone who we haven't seen enough of to really indict them with anything.
Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect you'll find your dark canine friend there too.
I'm actually kind of curious to see who this is. Wow, it's pitch black in there. Can't see a thing.
Didn't you say the Yatagarasu takes flight, even in the dead of night or something?
Even in the depths of night, with no other bird dares to take flight. One alone soars to shine, the light of righteousness in the world's blight. And that is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Whoa, you are one powerful performer. Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm a human, not a three-legged raven.
Oh!
Mr. Edgeworth.
That voice. I knew it.
It has been far too long.
You remember me?
I can hardly forget now, could I? After all, you are the one who put me away. That dog can talk? Sure, why not? Let's go with that. It's the dog that's saying all this. Mr. Edgeworth? Are you talking to that dog? Oh, is there someone else in there? Still can't see a dang thing. Oh, but I'm forgetting myself. Forgive me. I do not often receive visitors. One moment. I will turn on the lights. He did it. No, he did it. I'm just gonna say he did it. He did it. Happy K went along with your joke. I mean, it's an easy joke to make. You are you are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. Oh, okay. I am Body Damari Canis. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances.
Canis was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His early weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells, the last sound his victims would ever hear.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess you have come to see me?
You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of his sordid little affair already.
Then I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cute how well he gets along with his dog. I mean, if we ignore the fact that he used that dog to kill people, he probably still cared for it in some way, right?
Your faithful canine friend is currently a chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body said they saw a dog with his mouth in the victim's throat.
Your witness is mistaken. Helmet is a gentle soul. He is my eyes. Nothing more. It's absurd to think that he would do such a thing. Isn't it, boy? Yes. You're a good boy, aren't you? Him and the dog are both evil. Just because they love each other doesn't change. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to apply when I brought up the fact that he did use his dog to kill people.
Helmet's more than a mere seeing eye dog. He's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer.
So right now I'm going to suspect that Helmut's God, Helmut's, okay. I'm going to suspect Helmut's he was in the room, but he didn't do the killing. And the only reason why he bit down on the neck, it was just like an instinctual, it was kind of just like an instinctual thing from his days as like a killing dog.
A weapon, once used in his mad sordid trade.
This witness of yours, he is, trustworthy, I assume.
Ugh, so it's anything but trustworthy. He's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony beyond reproach.
I know then. I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmut. Yes.
It figures you already know who our witnesses. What are you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday? Hey, morning, Mr. Cantus.
June to show you me. I was in here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I've developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning.
And do you have permission to engage in such a hobby? I can't believe anyone would actually let you.
The warden and I have an understanding. An understanding? Yes. She so passionately kissed me on our first encounter. Oh, so that's, something she, does with everyone then, huh? You sound disappointed there. Oh, no, just, but we, had a... Anyway, carry on.
An understanding? That's ridiculous! This man shouldn't be allowed 5 chisels! There are nothing but lethal weapons in his hands.
I was carving Buddha's piece at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane. Oh, that must have taken forever. Time's all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now shifted to pieces such as these. Oh, damn. Is that a fucking Cerberus piece?
I didn't know you played chess.
You play too, do you not, prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. Although you may find my game rather rudimentary, I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid.
What's that piece? A dog? With 3 heads?
Man, all this chess... I know, right? They're really leaning into it here. Ah, yes. The dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles. All doing the utmost to protect the king. All loyal to the last. I've always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by regular rules, and with the regular pieces.
I can imagine it's easy to find a place to play that here in prison, though.
Oh, I have my correspondence.
Correspondence chess, son. Sharing moves by post.
Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Their contents are inspected, of course. Although, I have yet to receive the details of my opponent's current next move. Was he playing a chess game of knights? Just a quick thought. Sorry. I'm just thinking, what if like his what if his like little chess pal ends up being knight And the reason why Knight asked for Simone to bring the chess set was so that they can continue their game.
Sounds like his current opponent isn't a resident here. I suppose the identity of the deceased Mr. Canis.
His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul.
You keep your ear to the ground.
My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why am I not surprised he's plugged into the prison's uniform network? Information network, sorry.
But perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all.
What do you mean?
Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one. A crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. Unfortunate Soul, love that song. It's your favorite villain song. Poor unfortunate souls. I forgot he sings it. Poor unfortunate soul. I don't even know if that's how the song goes. The attempted assassination of our president. That is no small matter.
Attempted assassination?
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth? Did Mr. Knight...
Yes, we proved he murdered his team leader, and there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Are they attempting to cover up President Wang's fake assassination scheme?
Whoa there, cowboy. You're saying that Bronxstar didn't actually have a pop at the press? I was hired to defend him in charge of attempted murder. Wait. Yeah, like... Wait, they're trying to cover up the fact that, like, the attempted assassination... My guess is that either Bronco was doing a double agent game and was going to use like the plot to do the fake assassination was like real all this time. Like there was always planned to be a fake assassination, but Knight was gonna use it as an attempt for something to go wrong and use it as like an actual assassination attempt. Or they're covering up the fact that it was a fake assassination attempt for some reason. So what? They just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knights?
It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved.
Yeah, because they took us off because we nearly caused an international incident, right? Of course, they took off the case to try to keep you away. And subbed in that Wiener kid to push through an attempted murder charge. In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth. So they really are trying to frame him. According to the guards, this, Knight, was it? They tell me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination.
Which will come out anyway when the case went to trial.
I'm no expert on legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses. Ugh. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Almut, yes it is. Yes! The courtroom is not always a bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth.
No bashing of truth, huh? I've heard some of that effect before. Yes. From a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors.
You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, too, are you? Fueled by that kind of thinking. Is it any wonder that court prosecutors... Is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to sort it today.
I was never able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors.
Even Helmut understands. Don't you, Helmut?
Yes, you do.
The truth revealed caught in your deductions. It is dangerous to trust either implicitly.
Ugh.
But I am not bitter. You are not the first to make me subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste by lingering unspoken in the air. Not those two again.
Prosecutor Winner and Judge Gaville.
They went over to my son with a fine-tooth comb, but left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe. To no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it that they searched every cell in prison and still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed. That posed for questions and answered. What do we do now?
Someone's testimony is flimsy at best. I need more proper evidence if I want to take Candace on.
Well, I think there's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmut will show the way out. Good boy, Helmut. Go now. He's not showing us out permanently, right? Let's get out of here. Come on.
Until next time, Mr. Canis.
It does pain me that our brief time must end, just as we'll become reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, what did we say?
But the scary dog.
Okay. Down, girl, down.
Oh my god. But no, I don't think it was him. I don't think it was him. No. Okay, so that's interesting. They're either covering up the attempt that it was a fake assassination, that it was just a fake assassination attempt, or Knight really was going to use it to, like, really assassinate the president. But yeah, either way, I don't think Candace did it. It's way too... It feels like way too obvious. It feels like way too obvious, like, for it to be him. I don't know. I'm gonna say it was Judge Gavelle.
Now, to get the evidence I need to bolster my case.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth!
That's the best hiding spot you could find. It's alright, Kay. You can come down now. Where's Fender?
He ran off somewhere. I had no idea he can move so fast.
Fender. Fender on the bender.
So, what do we do now?
You and I will continue our investigation. And I know just where to start. But solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. Knight's body was found with the prison's workshops, but he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of the heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating the holding cells.
In Mr. Knight's room, right? But, what about Mr. Fender?
I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready.
Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Ah, well.
The victim's cell's just over there.
Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh. Who's that? Warden Lagarde. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry.
He's still not talking, ma'am. Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? No, I've tried so many times, I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blink report. I guess a killer for hire is always going to be a tough nut to crack.
A killer for hire?
Oh,
I couldn't help it over here, Warden Lagarde, but we're talking about a Bodhidharma Canis.
my. Are you listening? How very rush of your Haggle's privacy is armor, you know.
Do you normally conduct interrogations with the man yourself?
Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have occasional tata with everyone you see. That's what I mean to be a member of family in this little home of ours. There isn't a person who hasn't made a pilgrimage to my office at least once.
Your office?
How sweet. He's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose he is the hottest ticket in town. It's on the corridor here, darling, but FYI, I don't just let anyone wander in willy-nilly.
Let's see, that puts us right around here.
It's a wonderful room, if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. And who wouldn't want a view of my fabulous garden yard? Ooh la la! I'm thinking it's either Judge Gavel or it's the Warden. I think it's one of those two. The yards? If it's anything like the rest of this place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Oh, darling, it's so sweet if you would take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. If you want to see it that badly, you'll just have to convict yourself of something unspeakable.
That's a rather steep price to pay.
Oh, but just listen to me chattering away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Ellie's lunchy brunch. Oh, the poor dear will be dying.
Ally?
The sweetest little dear in the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Now to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings.
I want to ask her more about Canis, but she dominated the conversation from start to finish. Let's go investigate the victim's cell, shall we?
Holy shit, that toilet is... Ugh, gross. Ew, that stains on the lid. Jesus Christ.
So this is Knight's cell.
What do you think you brought in, Mr. Edgeworth?
It would have been the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And then at some point, he wound up in a prison proper, but how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction.
Alright, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright. I'll probably call things soon because it's... because I actually do want to get like an early night tonight.
Reflected in a mirror is...
A security camera! A great thief's greatest enemies. Knowing about this place is very thief-friendly, if I'm being honest.
I think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay.
God!
I'd like you to retrieve the footage from the security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything of the ordinary, inform me immediately.
Yes, sir. Interesting.
This must be a nice suit jacket.
So I've been doing some research of my own.
Oh, and what have you discovered?
I've discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies. But don't worry, guys with frilly necrophiles are next on my research list.
Please stop.
Hey look, this newspaper got a chunk of it missing.
You're right. Whose page has been roughly torn out. But why?
Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell, but didn't have cleaning cloth?
It's not a totally implausible theory, I suppose, but who would try to clean their cell?
Ew, indeed.
The bed doesn't look very comfortable, but the pillow cover looks very clean. Spotless, in fact.
That's the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it, can't you?
No, I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type.
Poor Gummy, catching strays even when he's not here.
There's something different about the spot here.
Part of the floor is nearly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something?
Well, somebody only do that part right next to the bed, though.
Alright, anything else? Okay.
The bowl's nice and spotless, is it? There are no signs of toilet paper had been used. Everything seems in order of his toilet here.
What? Are you serious?
Well, what's wrong?
There's no door. It's even a curtain. Whoever designed this place, should have thought of a little more people who live here.
I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layouts.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If I ever found myself in this situation, I think I'd honestly just try to hold it in for as long as I can. I'm going. I don't really like the idea of a bunch of guards peeking in as I'm doing my little bio business. What the fuck is that, a menu? Oh, what's the menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth?
Seems to be held at a detention center are able to choose what they like to eat each day. If they can afford it, that is.
Bruh, so it's not enough that they... it's not enough that, like... you get held in here. You have to pay for your foods. I mean, you have to pay for the foods. But doesn't that make life super easy for rich detainees?
Okay, bear in mind, people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact.
So you're saying it's fine people have money who don't have a hard time is... So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have as hard of a time as everyone else?
How did I wind up defending the practice of a detention system?
Hey, look at this weird piece of paper.
There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look. The grid appears to be a chess diagram. The victims, I suppose.
I fucking knew it.
A visual representation of a chess game. See how the positions of the piece are all marked. It seems closely fought contests, but perhaps the pawn were... No, wait.
Not now, Mr. Edgeworth. It's no time to be playing games.
Yes, I suppose you're right. This isn't the first time I've seen this configuration of pieces. It was from a different perspective, but it was definitely the same game. Perhaps it could be wise taking another look at the evidence in my possession. The chess game. I've seen it before.
Enough of the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus!
I'm investigating. This particular bit of of chess chat could prove vital now. Take a look at this. Can you tell what it is?
It's the chess cell. We saw Mr. Candace's cell. But, I don't really know the rules of chess, so...
The rules of the game are not important here. What's important is the position of the pieces. Compare the ones in Mr. Candace's cell with those. Do you see anything?
I don't know which piece is which or anything, but if you turn the diagram like this, the pieces are on the same squares.
Indeed. There's no dog in the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the position of the pieces are identical.
And what does that tell us?
Oh, I have my correspondence. As unlikely as it seems, Mr. Candace's chess opponent was...
Mr. Knight?
This could just be proof we need to show Mr. Candace had connection to the victim.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of books. Let's take a look. Your Laugh Tomorrow and Pathology, Understanding Animals' Emotions, Life of a Pet Stylist. Maybe there's more to Mr. Knight than meets the eye.
Sadly, I don't think these were his. They're likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees. In hopes they would want to better themselves during their time here. A second chance at life. Interviews with a former prisoner. These books appear to be written by current model prisoners and former inmates.
Oh, I like to look at this one. 200 Days of Freedom, an escape story. And this one too. Making money while serving time.
This facility may have more deep-rooted problems than I thought.
Oh my god. Making money while serving time. Oh my god. Anything else I can investigate? Or was that just it?
I stared at a bar window. No signs of it have been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance our killers skip through here.
Aha! Must remember to bring us something to saw through iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare, prepared to fail. I got a chance to see the scene out.
Okay, we're investigating a crime scene. Not preparing for your eventual escape.
I think that's everything? Okay.
This part of the floor's been wiped clean.
Maybe he spilled some grape juice?
Who knows? We can only imagine what he used to do the wiping. The torn page of the newspaper.
Why wouldn't he just ask God for a cloth or something though?
Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up.
Wow!
I think we've exhausted this cell. We made significant progress by establishing connection between Mr. Knight and the victim.
This is bad, sir.
Oops, sorry. Is that the guards?
The security camera footage, sir. I watched it and...
What is that? Can you show to us?
Yes, sir. I have a small playback when it's with me.
Then what are you waiting for? Let's see it.
Oh shit, 3D model. Loudness of your engine isn't going to distract us from how small your dick is, mate. Sorry. Also, what the fuck was that?
Was that?
That black thing. It's a dog, right?
Don't know. Assumptions what the crime had been.
But it's too fast for the dog, right? Plus, how would the dog get here?
It seems the assumption may have been wrong. I had actually been attacked in this location. Right here in the detention center. As the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Canis's dog, this is just the evidence we need.
Okay, but how did the dog get in here?
And this is where Mr. Knight was actually murdered. Then one piece of evidence we found here in the cell takes a whole new meaning. The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably removing something. Could this would have been his blood? Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor?
Name it, sir.
There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in the facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him I have a cell tested for traces of blood and report the results to Edgeworth.
You got it, sir. Now you go after the Canis guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, not yet. We still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between the cell and the prison proper.
Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, coach? Where are we off to?
I suspect one of the guards might know something. We should ask the one posted nearby and see what they have to tell us.
Okay, time to get asking. Huh? Lang?
Thanks for the tour. Later. Well, well. Mr. Prosecutor and his little friends. I expect to run into you here. Must be my lucky day.
This is Agent Shilong Lang of Interpol. He was in charge of the case I worked on 2 weeks back. I thought he had gone home to Zhangfa after that, but here he is. You have some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang?
You could say that's... None of that needs to concern you, though.
First a black hound, then a wolf in all black. Hey, wait. Why are you all alone today?
That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers.
I hear you're out again a couple days back. Sticking your nose into things.
Couple of days back. He means the incident with the president of Zhangfa. Actually, I thought you might be there as well, heading up old security detail.
Ha! Our president doesn't have much faith in the efficiency of his own country's police force. Maybe now you think twice before using contracts again. Amateurs.
Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their jobs right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating his hand-picked cream-of-the-crop officers. Indeed, no doubt things would turn out differently had your man been in charge.
My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around anymore.
What? They're not?
It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now.
What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened?
I told you. Doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor.
What the fuck happened to him? Wow, he seems not okay.
Yes, and I'd very much like to know why, but stuff we could do about it right now. We'll worry about Agent Lang later. We have an investigation to conduct.
Alright, start by talking to these guards.
Oh man, I'm in so much trouble. What's the matter? You seem perturbed.
Oh, well, you see, one of my uniforms is, missing. Could have sworn I had it right by my locker. Did I grab a pair of legs around off somewhere?
Where in the world did that idea spring from?
Anyway, I hope you track it down soon. I've been reading for you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh.
I was wondering, have you seen any enormous black dogs running around here recently?
That thing? No way. If I had, well, let's just say it's a lot more nervous about sending guard. I'd be a lot more nervous about sending guard here. So do you and this dog have some kind of history or something?
No, okay. You should know when to let a sleeping dog lie. By the sound of it, Candace's dog hasn't been spotted inside the heavy security doors.
Hey, there. Sorry. Hey. Are those my faithful assistants I see before me?
Fender, where exactly have you been?
Where have I been? I've been looking for you two. Such an high and low. Wandering lonelily through the prison halls. It was terrible, I tell you. But the prison's right over the other side of the facility, boss. So, listen, I got the lowdown on some serious dynamite material. Want to hear it, right?
Seamless.
I was chatting with a few of the guards, and they told me something I trust and trusted. Turns out it was the Bronxer had himself a little, incident 2 days ago. Pretty awesome, if you catch my drifts.
An incident? Simone
told me to come visit his pal, right? Well, happened right after they wrapped up, when Bronco was being escorted back to a cell.
He looks fucking terrifying in his fucking image. Holy fuck, his face looks... He looks scary. I would not be entering a cell alone with this guy. I would be taking a backup cop with me.
It was just one guard, and he was handcuffed, obs. They made it back, and the guy was taking off his cuffs when the Bronxer clubbed him, knocked the poor guy out. Sounds like he might have been prelude to a jailbreak. Because when the other guy showed up, they couldn't find their comrade's keys.
Was there any rumblings about Knight's attempting escape?
That's the bit that fries the old noggin. There were none. He just sat in his cell, then turned up dead. There was more. He swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. They turned the cell inside out too, but no dice.
The guard was shocked. What did he have to say?
Nothing. Well, the guy was still down. They took him to the hospital. But it is, he's still there.
So there's nobody around to tell us what really happens. That's all we need.
Oh god, this...
Why are you still hanging around here like a bad smell?
Hey there, little buddy. Listen, Miles is here working to me now as an associate.
Nonsense. You're just going to cause trouble. I turn my investigation into a farce.
Nuisance means farce, of course. Simple slip of the tongue.
Seems like a reasonably apt choice of words to me.
Judge Gavil, great to see you again. I know you are. You are Simone Saint's attorney. Guilty as charged. Nothing broken to ice. How about a friendly... Oh, not. I'm, totally cool either way. Whew. Now, did I hear you correctly? That Mr. Edruff has joined the defense team? Yep, and me too. They're officially employees of Edruff & Co. But a prosecutor's a public servant. You would draw your sword on a goddess to work for personal gain?
It's not a problem if I'm getting paid, so, correct?
Exactly what he said. Mousy is just a volunteer. Well, about the pro bono stuff over at Edruff & Co. How wonderful. So you all work without rewards? The goddess would surely approve. Yeah. I'm just a regular philanthropist.
George Gavil, I was hoping we could talk about the grounds for Simone St. Therese.
That information is on needs.
Is that a challenge I hear?
No, I was just asking Judge Gavil.
I'm always ready for verbal combat to show you what takes me a real winner.
Bro, I fucking wish I had like a 3D model so I could do like hand tracking because the fucking hand expressions I could do while voicing this fucking guy. How is it verbal combat if you don't let me speak? Souls could prove useful. Fine, we'll do as he suggests. If you give me tell us why Mr. Saint was arrested. There'd be no need for that. Useless we should.
Not now, Gavel. Watch and wonder. As I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place, he's going to run rings around me.
I think you mean to say that would be the one running around me.
And I will, so badly your ears will be ringing. Prepare to be humbled, Edgeworth.
Whew.
It's simple. Simple. I found evidence. Evidence of him all over that thing. How's that for some winning inconvertible, conclusive proof? And who saw the truth first? Why, me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature.
Where do I even begin?
Look at you. Utterly lost for words in the face of such mastery.
It's something, alright?
I'll take your chance to get another one.
Honestly, does he ever shut up? You said that you were the one who arrested Mr. Saints. But do you even have the authority to do so, Mr. Winner?
Well, obviously, it was the police who actually arrested him. But I told him to do it, so I think I can claim the credit, don't you?
Of course, that's what he meant. This is clearly going to take a while. Shame, really. Given that I'm much more interested in what Gavel is silently thinking over there. Evidence of him all over that thing. Could you be a little more specific, Mr. Winner?
Do you really have to spell it out for you, Mr. Edgeworth? I told you you could put two and two together.
Stop messing around. The onus is on you to provide a comprehensive testimony. Come now, Eustace. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth as a friend will be very interested to learn how you cracked the case. I certainly look keen to hear about it.
Fine, if you insist. I'll fill you in the gaps. Brace yourselves, because it's all going to blow your little minds. I bet you didn't know, but the victim had... Wait for it. A chest set with him. And that chest set was covered with fingerprints of a certain Mr. Simone Saint.
Praise be the gods of justice for the insightful she offers. I'm gonna shove his head in the toilet and give him a fucking swirly. Oh my god. You will not object to Eustace amending his testimony, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth? No, by all means. Please do. Mr. Saint's fingerprints were right there, all over the victim's chest sets. So the fingerprints on the chest set are the ace up your sleeve.
What up my what? Oh, yes. The chest is up the ace's sleeve. That's right, Edgeworth. I got the winning hand, as usual.
Only your winning hand is a busted flush. We see, it was Simone Saint who bought the chest set to the victim in the first place. Therefore, so Natural's fingerprints are all over it.
Yeah?
That took a concerning amount of time to sink in. In conclusion, those fingerprints aren't proof of anything. Mr. Saint's arrest was premature.
Premature?
The incident took place within the walls of his facility, and being neither a guard nor a prisoner, it makes very little sense to suspect Mr. Saint.
Oh!
Now what?
I think you might be the premature one here, Mr. Edgeworth. And to think you would want accusing me of being hasty.
Did he only just work out what that word means? I'm gonna punch him.
Sure, I identify Mr. Saint as the suspect faster than pretty much anybody else. And I won a race when it came to picking out that crucial evidence too. I'm quick to draw, you see. But hasty, not at all. You're alright that Mr. Saint isn't a goddamn prisoner, but he was.
Eustace. George Gavelle.
But not Gavelle. I have him right where I want him.
Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may, while the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating, don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor?
Something more impressive.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Edgeworth, Eustace made an ingenious deduction concerning the murder weapon. Perhaps you would like to hear it.
Yes, of course. That well remembered, Gavelle. Listen to this, Edgeworth, and prepare to be amazed.
Was ingenious deduction explain why Mr. Saint was arrested?
Let's just say you might be disappointed.
Judge Gavelle deliberately diverted the conversation away from the line of questioning. What exactly is she up to?
Yeah, see, she is suspicious as all fuck. So I'm just checking something. Okay.
Fact 1. The murder weapon is some sort of metal blade. Fact 2. The potentially deadly blades are strictly controlled within the prison walls, as we both know. From the two factors, I conclude that the weapon in the question must have come from the outside. It must have been hiding somewhere in the chest sets. That's what I think anyway.
No one else's testimony this time's a little more comprehensible than the last.
Another winning deduction brought to you by one winner Eustace, prosecutor extraordinaire.
More like winner, useless prosecutor extraordinaire, if you ask me.
But how could anyone even hide a weapon inside a chest set?
Good question. Why don't you look for yourselves?
So the chessboard.
I mean, we know it opens up. But to hide a... Oh, yeah. God damn it. You're making us do this again.
That laugh is really something.
He seems pretty convinced the weapon was hiding here somewhere. Better take a closer look. What? The stuff lining atop opens like a flap door.
Whoa, there's plenty of room in there.
Indeed, more than enough to hide something like a small knife.
Ingenious, no?
Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that.
Ingenious, no? The killer snuck the weapon in by...
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean, huh? Let me finish, will you?
I fear you've not been listening, Mr. Winner. Or perhaps you've simply forgotten. The detention center is outlined with security gates.
Huh? I mean, yeah, and...
Security gate also acts as metal detector, Eustace. You must pass through another, one way or another, into the prison itself, remember?
Uh-huh. Yes, that's right. Of course I remember.
You definitely didn't. It would have been impossible to smuggle a metal blade through such a gate into the facility, which would seem to blow a rather large hole in your reasoning, Mr. Winner.
The gate is only used to scan people. Any items that bring into the facility are only subjected to cursory check. This is a prison, right? That just means plastic. How easy would it be to stab someone with a plastic knife? I guess if you like really sharpen the edges, maybe. No, I don't really know the materials that like weapons are like made from and such. Don't ask, but very easy. Okay. It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in regards as of late. Okay. Security gate data dropped down my organizer.
Very good. Thank you, Gavel.
It is my pleasure. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you'd be so kind as to begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination. It's like she's holding a trial. Well, no matter. Let's see how well this ingenious deduction of Mr. Winner hold up, shall we?
She does her name and you hate her more. Judge Gavel? Like Gavel? Wait, what is her full name? Is it just Judge Gavel? Verity Gavel. Fact 1, the murder weapon was some sort of metal blades. Fact 2, potentially deadly blades are strict controlled. Alright, we'll do this cross-examination and then I might start calling things.
Metal blade, you say? Do you have any evidence to support this?
Huh. You mean you didn't even look at the victim's injuries? Why, I'm not surprised, you third-rate. The fatal blow was a stab wound to the neck. And it was delivered by a knife-like blade, as such a... That is much obvious, no doubt.
It appears I'm not yet aware of a certain other piece of information.
Lost for words, are we? Then I'll just keep going. My brilliant deductions don't end there, you know.
The fact that such objects are strictly controlled doesn't mean they're actually forbidden.
Well, no, I mean, some business use scissors while cutting animal hair and
And that's an avenue of inquiry we conscientiously pursued, as you no doubt recall, Eustace.
yes, only one blade object had been signed out by a single prisoner at the time of the incident. The item was tested for traces of blood, but none were found.
Also could stab someone with a very sharp king piece. Right. But the king pieces here didn't look all that sharpened, but at the same time, Canis makes chess pieces, so he could, yeah. Sorry.
I suppose he's referring to the scissors Mrs. Sowett using.
So there's no way the blade in question came from inside the prison.
Outside? What
What does that mean exactly?
Ah, the upset inside you, numbskull.
Was that an attempt at clarification or a put down? Because it clearly accomplished neither. What Eustace means to say is, it must have been brought in from outside the prison by Mr. Saint.
Ah, so yeah, Trev. You figured that out by now? Today even bigger loser than I thought.
The feeling's mutual. Believe me. Why do you think you're a loser, Mr. Edgeworth? No, Okay, do not read my mind. But I'm just reading your face. Just reading your face. I don't do that either. Also, I do not think I'm a loser. I was saying it in the context of he is a loser. Oh. I swear to God, Kay.
Mr. Saint clearly brought the murder weapon into the prison. And the question is, how? Must have been inside the chest set. That's what I was thinking.
So Kay also has to shine. Yeah, they got that shining. I mean, shining? Not if you want to get swords. No murder weapons found in the crime scene. There's nothing inside the chessboard either. That's why I'm curious, Mr. Winner. Do you also have thoughts on what a weapon might be?
It's... well, the perpetrator must have hidden it somewhere in the prison.
The problem with his claim. It is some inside a prison? That seems unlikely. In fact, I could prove not only the case. I'm sorry to worry about your winner. Sorry about your memory, Mr. Winner. Didn't you ever go judge? How'd you search the prison with Warden Lagarde? Didn't you fail to find a likely murder weapon? Ah, suck shit, bitch.
Well, yes, but I guess we just missed it, that's all.
Wow, way to undermine yourself.
You're saying your search was entirely thorough? You and your so-called winning rookie?
Stop making fun of me!
Bro, this guy's gonna fucking suck. Just check. This is the longest case in the game. We're definitely not. Okay, so yeah, I think once we get to the next cross-examination, I might call it there. Calm yourself. Breathe deeply. Do not allow your pain to get under your skin.
You're right. I'm a winner. I shall let a third-rate loser like Edgeworth less get under my skin.
I think you'd leave my name out of this.
Well, I'm Kay Faraday.
And I'm A-OK. Not you two, please.
Look, it's simple. This is my first rate investigation into a any weapon. It means there wasn't one to find, which leaves one possibility. The murderer took the weapon with him when he left the prison. That's why I couldn't find it when we looked, obviously.
But what are you proposing is impossible. Beginning has 2 parts, middle has 4, and the end has 3. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is... We'll probably go... There's probably, like 5 streams? Fuck. Because we're still only in the first, middle parts.
Are you making fun of me? Again?
Oh, so you remember what I said. But perhaps you might have been better served by remembering this.
What's that?
Wait, does he seriously not remember?
It would certainly seem that way. There's a security gate at each of the entrances to detention centers, the prison proper. With the prison, anyone leaving the facility would have had to pass through both of them. Both gates, both fitted with metal detectors.
Oh wait, now I remember.
Looks like he got his memory back. Okay. In which case, Mr. Edgeworth, perhaps you should care to tell us what you're thinking about what it might be. So on the premises,
That's the only plausible connection to be drawn. Conclusion to be drawn.
We searched prison top to bottom and couldn't find anything.
Because you were never going to find anything to begin with. Not when you're laboring under the misconception that the blade you're looking for.
There's quite a claim. I assume you have the evidence to support it. Most weapon that was used to commit the crime.
This is footage taken from security camera trained on the knight's holding cell. Now watch it for yourself and see.
What? That's how?
The only thing that gets me is that shadow is like way too small to be the dog.
This footage captures the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. More than sufficient proof that how he really died, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is certainly significant.
So now we know the knight was in fact killed in a cell by a vicious dog. Dog moved the victim's body to the prison workshop post-mortem.
How? That's quite enough of that, Mr. Edgeworth.
George Gavelle,
You are correct that the footage is an important piece of evidence, but it also raises an important new question. A question I suspect you've already been asking yourself.
she is right. There's one major problem with my version of events.
The black dog, the one that belonged to one of the inmates. How did it move between holding cell and proper prison proper at will?
Oh.
How do we answer this one, Mr. Edgeworth?
Truth is, I don't know yet.
Heh. Of course not.
Cannot Wonder Boy. You don't even notice that was a problem. Until the defense provides an adequate explanation, the court cannot accept your line of logic. That's all. Court is adjourned.
But, like,
Yeah, now I know how it feels like to be right, Edgeworth. Now I know how it feels like to be fucking Phoenix for a day.
court was never in session in the first place.
Once again, court is adjourned.
We may not have all the answers yet, but you haven't explained anything either regarding Mr. Saint.
What do you mean?
We just don't know how the dog made it into the one detention center's holding cells. But you can't know how Mr. Saint could have made it inside a detention center, let alone the prison either. He would only been allowed as far as the visitor's room to see his friend, but no further. So it's hard for me to conceive how he could have committed a crime in a place he had no access to. Judge Gavelle, I believe it's your turn to provide some proof.
You wish for the court to provide you with proof. Highly irregular, but very well.
What? They actually have something?
Now seems a good time as any. I suppose you've been kind enough to share your own theories on the case.
What's she building up to here?
Mr. Edgeworth, I suspect you don't know what Mr. Saint does for a living, so allow me to fill you in. He is a circus performer.
For fuck's sakes.
Yes. Perhaps you've heard of the Berry Big Circus.
Ugh.
Don't be so silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day after all.
Important in what way exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps?
A meeting? Oh, heavens no. I couldn't think of anything worse. No. Yesterday the circus came to visit. You see... Sorry. You see it now, I presume? As I'm sure you're aware, the show was held yesterday for the prisoners' entertainment. A show featuring animals and performers, performed by a number of the Big Berry Circus. So, does that mean Mr. Saint? Yes, Mr. Saint was allowed inside the prison as part of the show. Fuck. Hope his case ties into the rest of the game file. It fucking has to, right? Like, it has to, right?
I got you good, didn't I, third-rate prosecutor?
This has nothing to do with you.
Gentlemen, this court is well and truly adjourned. If I may offer a word of advice, Mr. Edgeworth, your conduct as a prosecutor is already in question. You would be well to remember that you were removed from this case for that precise reason.
What are you trying to say?
That the committee reserves the right to confiscate your badge at any time. Should you wish to retain it, you do well avoiding crossing paths with us again.
Is that a threat?
The goddess of justice is compassionate, Mr. Edgeworth, but she is not endlessly forgiving. Oh, and one last thing. You are no defense attorney. Abandon his foolish pretense.
Thank you for your concern, but I do not abandon anything. What I start, I finish.
Well, do try to remember that the two jobs are not one and the same. And that a defense attorney is expected to develop something of a bond with their clients. Next time, finding out your client's real occupation might be a good place to start. Now, I really must be going. May the goddess of justice watch over you all.
I hope we get to slap her. I hope we get to slap her across the face. Bitch, my god of justice is a burning man with a deathless bird. Oh my god. Bro, my god of justice is one that would gladly give me the right to slap you across the face.
So Simone lied to us.
Not just you, kids. Gotta took me for a ride too. What's this deal? Whoa. You don't have second thoughts about all this, are you, Malsy boy? Sure, Judge Cavell's a tough cookie, but that doesn't mean you can just give up the ghosts. The defense never rests. As a wise man said. And that goes for my associate too. Don't worry, Fender. I have no intention of resting. Nevertheless, our assumption that Mr. St. couldn't have entered the prison seems to be proven false. Which means we'll need to restart our investigation from square one, I'm afraid. And that's where we're calling things. Jesus fucking Christ. That's just middle part one. There's 4 parts to this. Oh, what? Wait, what? Wait, latter? Wait, we're already at the end parts? Oh, wait. Wait, I think it might have been like... Oh, wait, okay, I think I know what's happening. It's like, there's like 4 sections in like the... Okay. Alright, but... Alright, but we're stopping here, with like Ace Attorney. We're not stream just yet, because we have like one more thing to look through. One thing that, many people have done, and I would like to do myself. Let me get it up. Let me get it up on my end of things. Sorry, just give me a second. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. Wop. Oh, there we go. The Twitch recap. Yes, this is the Twitch annual recap for 2025. All right. I guess we'll start with the viewer one. I'm sorry for flashbanging you all. We'll start with the viewer, then we'll go to the streamer one. All right. But yes, so I have watched
I've watched over 2,300 hours of streams, and I visited daily. Good lord. The top categories I watched was just chatting, because everyone I watch usually starts off in a just chatting section. Then Minecraft. This was purely Hazumi, because she did like a lot of Minecraft stuff this year. It was 366 days. Damn. Now I'm feeling less like a loser. I'm joking. But yeah, nah. Minecraft, that is purely just Hazumi, because she did like a lot of Minecraft stuff. She was part of like a server called Vivaria. She also did like the VCraft Enchanted thing that I think one of the Niji Sanji members was like hosting. As well as just general Minecraft, because she got really addicted to it this year. Now, this one confuses me. Arts. I'm thinking, who have I watched? Twee. It was Twee. It was probably from Twee. And then special events, because everyone I watched was doing something special this year. Hazumi had a few different like model debuts. Vivi, of course, joined Versailles and 3 a.m. And then Kingdom Hearts. This was probably mostly from Ayla and Narunini. Because Ayla actually did quite a bit of streaming this year, which I'm very happy about. Of course, Narunini is like someone else I watch who is associated with Hazumi. But anyway, favorite streamers. I think you already saw it, but I don't think it's any guess who number one is. Number one, Hazumi, where I've watched 726 hours. I've earned over 3,000 channel points. I spent 50,000 of those and sent 11,000 chats. Good lord, it's kind of confronting seeing the numbers right in front of you. And of course, I'm assuming this means the emotes I used in her chats, which were her cheering emote, lovers emotes, her oop emotes, dink donk, and vivid blank. Because vivid blank is just one I use a lot in general, because it's a really good emote to convey like surprise or shock. And of course, followed up by Vivi, where I watched 356 hours and sent 9,669 chats. Right. And of course, we got Grim, who is a friend of mine, so of course I would stop by his streams every so often. Yeah. But then we got Ayla. I'm always happy when I see Ayla on these lists, because she doesn't stream as often as like other people. So sometimes like when these things like come out, I do like worry a bit that like, oh, she's not gonna make it to my top 5, even though she is like one of my top 3 like favorite streamers. Yeah. And of course, we got another friend of mine, Vox. We got another friend of mine who I was actually kind of surprised to see here, because I only became friends with her this year, I think. You sent 1,200. Jesus Christ, I need to up my chatting game. Jesus. I thought I sent a lot. My God. But I am thankful. I am thankful for you chatting and stream, and I am appreciative of lurkers too. I just appreciate anyone who like stops by. But yeah, I think the reason why Hazumi is like over 700 hours is because she did like 2 subathons this year, which we will talk about later. But yeah, so of course we got 3 Oshis and 2 friends. I think last year Twee was also here. You only have 401 hour. Damn. We'll get into like hours streamed after we do all this. But all around, I sent 31,000 chats. It's funny because like I don't talk a lot during streams, but if I'm in someone else's chat, I'm a fucking yapper all the way. The top emotes I use, of course, Jazzy Wave, because that is what I use for our raid message. Then we got Hazumi cheering, which I kind of just which I use like a lot during Hazumi's streams, especially like when she's just starting, but also when she like does something cool, I guess. Then this one surprised me, but Vivid Feral, which is her hug emote, but it's like the bunkmate's eyes are glowing and they're like shaking all around. Yeah, but I know. But in all fairness, now that I think about it, every time there's like an ad break, every time like Phoebe has an ad break, like the bunkmates do, the bunkmates do uses emotes a lot to spam messages about how cute Phoebe is. But yeah, so I can kind of see how it might have been there. Total chat was fucking hell. Okay, maybe I'm not as talkative as I think I am. But of course, next up we got Hazumi Lubbers. This is my favorite, like, hearts, just general, like, heart emotes. And, I guess just as a little, tell about what the new emotes are going to be, I am replacing, like, the, love emote we have with a Lubbers emote of my own, because your emote's in order of... Ah, I see. All very great emotes, of course. Dandy has some like amazing emotes. But yeah, I think like out of all like the heart, just general like love emotes I have, like this one is like my favorite because I don't know, I think it just perfectly conveys like how I'm feeling whenever I send like those types of emotes. And of course, Hazumi raids, because Hazumi has a dedicated raid message. God, I think I have like a 245 watch streak for Hazumi. They don't go over like watch streaks here because they only just like open it up for everyone, but yeah. Okay. We get a lot of mileage out of. Yeah, like I've noticed you have been using that a lot. Like I've noticed you've been using that one like a lot recently. It is a good emote. I do like a good nodders emote. Anyway, hype happenings. I've gifted 314 subs. Well, I did say Hazumi did have 2 subathons. You know what the bullshit thing is? 1/3 of those subs were directly for like one of her subathons. Because I actually gifted a 100 gifted subs in one swoop from that subathon. It was for her new casual outfits. But don't worry, I had the money to do such a thing. At the time, I had the money to do such a thing right now. So it's all perfectly okay. I don't gift if I can't, okay? Because I know like a lot of people, whenever you give a lot of people, like don't do it if you can't. And I'm like that too. But I don't gift if I can't. You might not want to reveal a gift sub count. That's something I've been hearing a lot of people say. Alright, I've contributed to 63 hype trains. I am not immune to the hype. I see. But I don't know, but like I remember like last year, I think it was like 114 I gifted, so that's like 200 more. Honestly, I have nothing to complain about. I like giving money to other people. I don't know if that says I don't know what deep psychological thing that says about me, but that's not something I'm ready to confront tonight, so we're just gonna move on from that. I have made 77 clips. I think 44 of those might have been for me. This is less than... Oh my god, okay. Yeah, 77 clips. Granted, I think most of these were ones I made of myself. But I think I made a lot of Hazumi clips this year, and I started like clipping Vivi recently too. Because I made like a dedicated like fan account for Vivi and Hazumi, and I just started uploading clips there. So I've been been trying to like keep track of like clipping them more often. Of course, the top view clip that I made, not of my channel, but one that I've made. Let's give it a little watch Why don't we?
Assume hedgehogs are greasy. Members of the order Aranacea are proud.
So Vivi was playing the poker game made by Steam, and this guy here
If one can overcome
is a real fucking creep when it comes to animals.
hedgehog can make a wonderful pet or companion.
What?
Their spines are not spines at all, but soft hairs made firm with keratin. At first, she may bristle at your touch,
Oh no.
but as she warms to you, she may place a tiny paw on the glass. Whisper, touch me like no man.
Clippers, is it? I mean, she's not really saying. Wait, let me just. She's not really saying anything, but like, plus I like subtitle. But yeah, he's basically being a real creep towards hedgehogs.
You were saying?
Oh yeah, the clip, it is low.
In my pants.
I don't know why this ended up being like my most viewed like clip. Oops, sorry.
Oh, nothing. Just puking in my pants.
I want to go home.
Well, this is great. All that brain power I was using playing cards can now be put into imagining unique.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I think it was just Phoebe's reaction that I think I just found like really funny, so I just clipped it. I don't know why this ended up being like my most like viewed clip. 100. Because like I know I've made like funnier clips of like just anyone, I think. You only made 7, and it's your favorite. Oh damn, really? Anyway. So yep, that's the general viewer overview. But of course, as you can see right now, I am not just a viewer, but I am also a streamer. So, hours streamed, 581. I actually don't know if that's more or less than last year, because I actually don't have the statistics from last year's. 204 streams. Quite impressive. I'm quite happy with this number. Distinct days streamed, 197 days. It was probably from when I was still doing morning streams, and when I did morning streams, I tried not to do like an evening stream like the night before. Didn't miss as much as you thought. No. Like, I didn't try to like, when I was doing morning streams, I didn't try to like stream like the night before, because usually the morning after I'd be too tired. But still, it happened on occasion. And all around, 1,390 hours of me have been watched. I am quite happy, because I think this is like bigger than last year's, so I'm quite happy about that. Oops, sorry. Slowly. There we go. The top categories for me were art, Claire Obscure, Just Chatting, Final Fantasy 15, and Hades, which actually really surprised me. By the way, I don't know what it means here when it says like top 10%. Does it mean I was like the top 10% within the category? Or is that like something, I don't know. But yeah, all these are pretty much expected, except for Hades. Hades was like the big surprise for me. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I was that fun. Oh, damn, okay. Okay, like 14 I get because, 15 I get because, like, it's kind of an older game, not as many people are playing it. I'm really surprised. We probably got like a few raids. I think that bumped the numbers up a little bit. Or it could just be because like a lot of people are streaming on art, so yeah. But yeah, Hades is one that surprised me, because I'm gonna I do not think I'm that fun to watch like playing Hades. It's actually kind of the reason why I stopped. Yeah, so that was a big surprise for me to see. I would have thought it would have been something like Ace Attorney or Hollow Knight, but I guess not. My top stream had 100 viewers. I would one day hope that would become the average. But that would be a far... Thought you played 15 longer than 33. Maybe? Yeah, it feels like... I don't know, I don't have the numbers, but I don't know, 15 felt longer than 33. Ah, well. The top tags, I don't know how this is determined, but no spoilers, VTuber in English. I need to come up with more unique tags. And I received 20,000 chats. Thank you to everyone who chats, and to those who lurk as well. The top emotes used. Jazzy Wave, of course, because that is what we use for the raid message. Jazzy Love, which I'm surprised to see so high up, because I actually don't think I see this one as often. Jazzy Lurk, again, that one I'm surprised. I'm surprised this one, Jazzy Peak isn't like number 2 or something. And of course, Jazzy Cry. Thank you for everyone who used the emotes. I hope you love the new ones that I am making. And of course, we got this here, top not biggest fans. We're not going to pay too much attention to that because I appreciate everyone equally. And yeah. Crossovers. I think this might be a little bit bugged because even Vivi was like confused about her results. But yeah, 3 collabs with Vox, 2 with Jamie, and I swear I've done a few with Grim. I swear I've done a few with Grim when we played like Lethal and like Repo. Even with like Golf with Friends, I think. That one Golf with Friends stream we did. Ah well. But all around we received 33 raids this year. Very nice. Again, thank you to everyone who raids in. The top rater being Santa Satsune, who has rated me 28 times. Next is Emmy Bean, who has rated me 8 times, and then Mini Zetra, who has rated me 4 times. And we sent 178 raids out. That means there were, 25 streams where we didn't raid out. Don't remember ever tagging in those streams. Don't remember you ever tagging in those streams. I mean, sometimes I think it's just because like sometimes Twitch just hides the tags, because sometimes I'll like look at like the stream title, but then I'll notice like the tags aren't there anymore. I don't know. But yeah, that means there were 25 streams where we did not raid out. That I can't believe, because sometimes I just don't feel like it. Anyway, we raided into Vivi the most, and apparently according to her statistics, I was the #1 person who raided into her. Yes, that gave me a very big head. I'll let you know. And something that I will totally brag about a lot, because this is the second time in a row that's happened. Next son is Twee with 24 raids. Yeah, Twee is a fantastic artist, and is very fun to listen to, like talking. So yeah. And then of course Ayla, because it is kind of an unspoken rule here that whenever Ayla is streaming, by the time we're ending, we raid into her. We raided her 21 times. Again, very happy to see her here. 44 clips made of me. Very nice. 3 unique clippers. The top clip being this one. Oh, let's go. Fucking the audio really is low. Just me and the wife. Taking down military base. Oh. What? Favorite of this year. It is a really good one. It is like a really good one. I really love like the edited clip I did of this one. Like I still think that's like one of my best clips, like just personally. All right. So we had 80 new followers. Very nice. 39 new subscribers. Again, very nice. The immediately cut off is so... I know, right? That's like my favorite part to put together. We have 5 hype trains. I'm honestly just happy I got one at all. Sorry. Take one last sip of water. And a total 260,000 points was spent on this channel, and most of it was probably just throwing shit in my face. It's gonna be interesting seeing what this looks like next year, because we kind of got rid of that. But yeah. Oof. What do you... Oi. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed it while it lasts, because I'm not planning on bringing it back anytime soon. But anyway, all around, I think this year was a pretty good year in terms of streaming. I think this year was a pretty good year in terms of streaming. But, alright, I can try fixing the problems, but there's a good chance that, like, because I can't make any promises, alright? But anyway, all around, I think it was a pretty good year. I have no complaints. I got no complaints. Personally, I think 2024 might have been a bit better, but all around, I can't complain about this year once. And I am very excited for the next year because of the re-debut happening on the 20th. I should have a trailer for that out either by tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that on the Twitters. Though I'll probably make an announcement about it on the Discord. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, I definitely know for next year, I want to make more of a commitment to play like newer games as they release. Like, I know I want to play like Resident Evil Requiem when that comes out. Yeah, and just I don't really know what else. Just happy that got you into Digimon Metro this year. Yeah, like we tried a lot of new things, and I'm happy about that. Yes, I don't know if we'll start Cyber Sleuth before or after, because the re-debut's not next week, but the week after. And I'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah. I don't know, I wish I did have more. I wish I had more to say, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have a lot to say. So let me just boop. Sorry, my stream deck's like a little wonky right now, so I have to do a lot of things here manually. Sorry. But yeah, I'm excited to see what is it just after New Year, so you can slowly forget all the quality of life changes of time. Okay. But yeah, alright, but as for the rest of this week, and probably the rest of the month really, so as mentioned before, it is now summer. Things have heated up. Streams are gonna be a bit here and there. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to stream over the next few days because of just how hot it's gonna be. I will try though. Next stream will probably be art. What else? Sorry. But yeah, but yeah, so I guess like just don't be surprised if like streams don't end up happening on certain nights, or I guess if I have to cut streams a little bit short because of how hot it gets. And yeah, but I'll try to keep things as consistent as I can. But yeah, other than that, yeah, we'll probably, yeah, like I said, next stream probably will be art. We'll see how I'm feeling from then on. I don't know when the next stream's gonna be. Probably, there's a good chance it might not be till Sunday, because the next few days are gonna be well over 35 degrees. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, trying to think, is there anything else I want to say? I'm gonna realize I don't want to say much more because my throat's starting to hurt, so I'm gonna call things here and find some of the raids.
Alright, let us see. Who is currently online at the moment? Marco. Alright, let's do Dandy. We haven't rated Dandy in a hot minute. Who is currently doing Elden Ring Night Rain? Yeah. I think because of like daylight savings, I haven't been able to raid Dandy as much, but yeah, so I'll probably will raid her when I can from this point onwards. Also remember correctly, it's a charity. Ooh, yes. Because of things I might not be able to contribute, but I would highly suggest that anyone stopping by from the raid do contribute to the charity stream, because it's always good to give the charity. So yeah, knowing Dante, it is probably for a really good cause. So yeah. Alright. Right. As I mentioned, I don't quite know when next stream's going to be. All I know is that it's most likely going to be art. Because there are actually a few things that have happened recently that I do want to talk about. But we'll talk about that then. Yes, we'll be running into Dandy Floss, who's currently doing a charity stream at the moment. So please do make sure to. So if you have a few spare bits of money, might be a good idea to contribute. You know, just might be a good idea to contribute. You know. But with that being said, I have been Jesse Jamie, your virtual resident of the internet, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!